Jess, this is not a nightcap.
Guess now it is.
I
It's
guess
not a
now it. I
nightcap.
guess now it. Just came
I
with the
got my
mess.
drink, so
I'm just saying because Jess was just on my ass. Tough. So I'm just saying. This ain't no nightcap. If I don't got
I
on a
said what I
silk
said.
robe, if I don't got on a silk robe and you don't see Carty's little curly hairs on his chest,
Oh
this
wait,
ain't a nightcap.
listen,
I'm special.
listen. We can listen. My silk robe is right there. We can, you know what I mean? Like we can do that. We can reset. Everybody put their silk robes on. We rock out. I like it. It's comfy.
Everybody come back in 2 minutes.
Listen, I'm at work, so
No.
we ain't got no silk robes over here.
Hey Darius.
I got a utility jacket. So
you know, I guess even God mess up sometimes. I guess. Hey y'all, hey. Listen, I said what I said, and I'm going to put this in your book. The day that just messed up. Hey y'all, hey.
Do that.
Welcome to the Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. We have Chris already in the comments coming up over here to fawn over.
Why does he have a Glock in his hand? I don't understand.
I don't know.
That's
baby,
wild.
please, baby,
Is
please,
he like that all the time?
baby,
Sid?
please, yes, all the time, every day, every second, morning to night, baby, please.
You can't be always on. That's a lot.
You said it's a lot.
Wow, you can't. That's a lot of energy to keep that up. Got stamina.
But
Endurance.
to be fair, I don't think they live in the same city. So long distance, you know.
It hits different.
Yeah. When you see a
Some
nigga
breathing room.
every day, you be like, God damn. Let me let my wonderful panel of unicorns introduce themselves. Ladies first, the beautiful Rapunzel looking.
Sorry, that was. I'm sorry.
You giving me Rapunzel today?
That was refreshing. I did not mean that.
Was it refreshing?
I did not mean to like that. Okay. What's up, everybody? SiddeeQah Love here, coming from Virgo Prodigy. I'm your big titty anime girlfriend, as well as your own Taku. And I'm happy to be here to talk about SEXtrology. And we're focusing on the Mars signs today, continuing from last month. So I'm excited.
Yay!
Yay!
And BK was very excited for this. He will be popping on a little bit later because you were reading his life.
Whole life.
His whole life. He was stuck.
I mean,
Life and
flabbergasted.
experiences and affairs and oof.
Hey, Annie, you early today. Well, welcome.
People coming in on time today. They want this shit. They want to hear this shit.
Sal!
They
Welcome.
trying to get red.
I need Sal here for the shenanigans and the debauchery.
I just saw Sal for the first time.
Oh, you never saw Sal before?
Really? I haven't seen him either.
Sal got a pair of lips on him. I ain't never seen. I would have never guessed.
Oh
I took Sal for a small lip man. I really did.
No,
I didn't.
He's got.
I didn't think he'd be
talking
shit through lips like that. That's crazy.
Them coon cricket lips.
Not coon lip. You're light skinned. You can't say that.
That's I fucking can.
Oh boy.
That's some bullshit.
You can't say that, man.
Please help us.
I traverse all barriers because I'm light skinned.
Oh my God. Hey, Zena.
That is like entitlement and privilege and wow.
The only thing that comes with being light skinned in this.
I mean,
Dan, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I don't have an argument for that. I'm just gonna let it go.
Let it go.
Mr. Colorism, go ahead and introduce yourself. Okay, Dara. Yeah, thank you.
No, I pass.
All right. So I'm Basim the Dream. You can find me as Basim the Dream everywhere. And yeah, that's it right now.
And y'all got a podcast coming.
Oh, absolutely. So we got a podcast coming. Me and my beautiful partner, called the Loose Leaf Podcast. And yeah, we recorded a few episodes the other night. So yeah, it's looking up. Things is looking up. Finally got things like moving, because every time something we tried to record, something came up. I mean, shit, for 2 weeks straight, I was sick. Literally, every time we went to record, my voice was gone.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh,
Yeah.
Must
But my
admit
voice
that-
always, but my
Yeah.
voice would show up on Wednesday and Thursday. It was the worst. It was like, yo, on Monday and Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday,
Maybe
I
the
was
universe
good.
was like,
Thursday, I was cool.
maybe the universe was trying to like help you, because
Oh, yeah.
sometimes because sometimes when
Oh.
we're about to speak a lot of like crap out of our mouths, the
Yeah,
universe will silence
that
us.
throat chakra, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, the universe will silence us. So the universe got your throat together. I'm
Yeah.
happy. It must be a
Chill.
dream.
I'm
Hey
happy.
Ty.
Chili.
And Sal is continuing the colorist comment. Sal.
Oh, man.
Please help y'all.
Y'all said you
Hey,
buy the
James.
Philadelphia Zoo selling bean pies.
James, come on in the room. They starting their shit already. Chris, what is going on in this girl? This man is obsessed with you. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Might be a little
He
pain.
just loved me. That's all.
No, he said twice that he wanted to make it a point that you are his big titty girlfriend. Who the fuck is y'all? That's what he said. I just want you to know that. Don't die. Don't die. Lightskin, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, you know what it is, the Carty experience, other light-skinned co-host here.
Yeah, I can see the
girl.
comments down.
Yeah, you look. I put my arms up to you. We there. Me and you.
You talking to me?
Yes.
I am not light skinned.
If you take off the sweater. Take off the sweater.
The lightest.
And put your elbows where my elbows are.
Dark.
So like this to the camera, and people can see how close we are.
No.
Look at that.
It's something about being brown skin where I just can't
if we
relate.
were in an RPG, folks would pick us because we're like right there in the middle. We get all the attributes.
Anyway,
where is that in his chart? Because
yeah, +5 on everything.
Somebody help.
What are you talking about?
Chris,
charisma.
I know what love is. I didn't say you was crazy. I'm just teasing you, darling. You not
I miss y'all though.
Here.
Folks out there.
I'm gonna fuck with you. Daquan looking kind of light skinned. No.
Exactly. Daquan, I'm saying.
And speaking as someone who's seen her in the summertime, I don't think she's light skinned.
Thank you.
In the summertime, I'm dark as shit in the summertime too.
It is winter time.
It's my winter color.
Yeah,
That's
her
all.
winter color is lighter than her summer color. I get that. I don't consider her light.
And that only happens to light-skinned folks.
Anyway.
If you black summer, winter, all 4 seasons. You stuck with that shit.
No, because
I have a winter color.
They get darker.
I have a winter color. This is my winter color.
Because you're not fully dark.
I'm a waffle.
You're caramel. Caramel can get tinted too.
I'm butterscotch. No, I'm darker than butterscotch. But
See,
anyway,
look.
The point is I'm not light skinned. That's the point.
Point is I'm here for sexology. We don't know why we're here.
So let me while we in here having all these skin tone conversations, Zena said my mom was bright as fuck, transparent, but thought she was chocolate. What is going on?
That's you. You got that complex.
Curtis said definitely light
the
skin.
Untamed.
At the end of the day, it don't matter. The kitty pink, the blue brown.
Okay. Anyway, I thought he
got you speechless. The only thing dark about you is your areolas.
Hey, Alicia. Yes, y'all coming through in the chat. Come on in here. This is a full inside the box segment, so we are only discussing the sex related topics.
Come covered unicorn. We got
unicorn. Oh, should we call our unicorn Jizzy the unicorn?
I like that. That's cute.
Yeah, I vote.
That's cute.
Jizzy the unicorn.
And Curtis made Jizzy the unicorn, and I don't know whether
We were waiting for it. We were waiting for it.
I don't know whether
Yes, you
he
What's your bank? Moody a whole brown.
Yes, you ain't shit.
We were waiting for it.
Oh, I got
yeah.
I mean,
I already said
have
it.
you ever seen a person with like areolas that's lighter than their body? Like,
Yeah.
it's the
No.
opposite.
yes,
It's weird.
yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
other than like white people, because they go pink, so that
No.
would be a shade up.
No, I know a woman who has like she's light skinned, but she has red nipples. Like there's no brown to them at all.
The areolas are red.
That's normal.
They're red.
It's like
That's
a
normal.
sexy Rudolph. So the nose
Curtis,
being red.
did you
I
look
get
at
it.
the unicorn after you created it? Put that unicorn up there. The unicorn has jizz on it.
Literally running down his
Nah.
neck.
Jizzy the unicorn.
The unicorn looks
Jizzy,
like
the ejaculatory unicorn.
I'm just
what's the
saying.
part? What's the movie Halle Berry played in it? She lost her son, Losing Isaiah.
Oh, losing Isaiah?
Yeah.
She looks like Halle Berry from Losing Isaiah. So that looks like it. Like just
weird.
recently out of the crackdom, like but still like kind of like 1 foot in. Like she don't get high every day, but she's like once a week now.
Right, and then last
She
week
lost her son in monster
determined
ball.
that the unicorn also looks like he used a little coke. So
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
First thing I knew,
He
that
definitely
looks
took
like
a couple of lines in the bathroom.
I don't know. I don't know what he did, but yeah,
That's the only type of unicorn I feel like Kurt could make.
Is a crackhead unicorn?
I'm jacked up Mountain Dew.
no coke up. It ain't a crackhead. He on coke.
Yeah, he ain't hitting the hard shit.
He's a unicorn after all.
Yeah, he had a good time.
Yeah.
So, as usual, guys, I am your queen of extra, your son of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, the official HBIC.
Oh,
That's
HBIC,
that's really crazy.
I was picking it up.
She's still mad.
Okay.
You made your mistake. It's all right.
Wow, and you were still going. Just let it go. Like just
no, because she just dropped me. She dropped me during my introduction. So I'm just saying. We tonight are giving the reins to Sid so she can run amok.
Well,
astrology, zodiac signs, and debauchery. Okay. Y'all want to find out why y'all in love with Aquariuses?
All right, so we ain't gonna talk about love. But we can talk about attraction.
But love results. If the sex is good, you usually fall in love. I'm just saying. I don't know. That's my experience.
Actually, I was reading something about this is like a man-woman thing. So I was reading something about men and women where they say women, if you have sex with a consistent partner long enough, then love will develop. Whereas though that is not, there as much for men. So they can keep having sex with the same partner for a long period of time, but the love can still develop slower. I don't know how they got this study.
That's not true.
I don't know where it came from.
Because I've been in a relationship where the sex wasn't hitting for me, and I can assure you that I did not one day magically wake up and no.
But I feel like instead of it being like man or woman, like it's person to person, like there are just some people that if you consistently keep having sex with them, they will fall in love with you. even if they don't like you, even if they're not attracted to you, it's the consistency, I guess, they fall in love with. And then there are some people that will have sex with you for years and will never feel an ounce of love for you.
Not even like you.
Not at all.
You're not even like you at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
They just want to feel that you want them. They just want to continue to feel that.
Isn't that a narcissist?
Listen, we ain't even going.
I'm just saying. If you fucking someone just to get your supply met, that sounds a little narcissistic.
It could be a symptom of trait.
Yeah,
but speaking of narcissists, I wanted to go down a recap of what we talked about last month, the zodiacs that we covered, and we had started with Aries. Unfortunately, Just a Mess and Carty, the Colorist Party, lost.
That's right. Team Fire, baby. Team Fire. Team Fire, baby. Team Fire.
See, you got your first drop.
What'd you say?
I'm drinking tonight, y'all, so I don't know what's about to happen.
You got juicy juice? What kind of mix is juicy juice?
I'm making a wick on the beach.
I was about to say.
I don't know, but you might as well
that's
drink
that
that out of
wick.
a sippy
That's
cup.
that wick juice. That's that wick
It's
juice.
vodka and fruit punch. And I'm drinking out of the cup Ty made me. Sid, the floor is yours, baby.
I was just letting y'all get that out. All right, so I wanted to do a recap, and we'll start with Aries because Gina was talking about narcissists, and I feel like a lot of people complain about Aries in a way where they call them narcissists at the end of it. Them and Gemini. So everybody loves Virgo, so that we always hear great things about Virgo.
Wait, what happened?
Everybody loves Virgo. So we always hear good things about Virgo.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, just to give a quick recap, what I did was offer y'all 3 words to relate to that zodiac in Mars. Now, before we get started, let's talk about what Mars is again. So Mars will speak to you about many things about your personality or how you take action in your life, but it has a big effect on sex and especially how you like to give out sexual energy, not so much how you like to receive it. So it can be very different. If you want to learn more about how you receive sexual energy and even love, look at your Venus sign. But what you put out sexually can have a lot to do with your Mars. So with Mars and Aries, I had offered 3 words, which was relentless, thrill seeker, and competition. And so we talked about how like their kink could be something like throat fucking or whatever, right? But it's like
Receive
endless.
that.
It's like endless. They just want to see how far you can go.
So you want endless throat fucking?
I mean, I'm not a Mars and Aries, so
I
that's
mean,
not.
a person. I mean, you
Not
could.
you per se, but someone in the audience has that. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But I'm sorry. No, Curtis. So the way you release your sexual energy, you'll be releasing it into her Venus. So how she receives it, or him, depending on your type of partner, how they receive it, is based off their Venus. So if they like it or do not like it, it could be influenced by their Venus. But anyway, we were talking about a kink
Can I say something? Curtis, your Mars is in Scorpio, just so you know.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I'm just letting him know because he's talking.
We'll get to that one. So then to move on from Aries, we talked about Taurus, which can be obsessive and romantic and assertive. So I have a Mars in Taurus, and I was talking about
mine is in Taurus as well.
Yeah, and I was talking about how people think that like Taurus are not romantic, but Taurus, they are very like strong in their romance. So any area of their life where they have that sort of like rose tinted like glasses or lens that they're looking through, they're going to be very like committed to playing that out. So if you have like a Mars in Taurus, you'll see that sexually you can connect with people romantically more. So it might not just be about the physical attraction. You really are looking for both that emotional and physical attraction, even if you don't want anything long term. You're both aroused by that balance of the two and not just one or the other. And Mars in Taurus really loves to be touched. So when you're like talking to them, especially during sex, they want to feel you on them, or else it could really go in one ear out the other. Because it's like, why aren't you touching me while I'm telling you what I like, or why I'm telling you what to do? I want to feel you at the same time.
Okay.
I don't like being read
like
this accurately.
Like
I don't like being read this accurately.
So Aries wants endless throat fucking.
No, they just want endless. They want relentless, intense. They want to see how long you can keep up with their relentless, intense energy.
Okay.
They're not really concerned about completion or finishing. The fun is in literally the journey, the process, right? Okay. And that's why we were saying, if you put your magical energy through your Mars, shut up.
And then Taurus is more sensual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And Taurus is very like gratification focused, like almost transactional, but not transactional without emotion. Just more like if I put this out, I want it back type of thing. And I exactly that's the perfect word. So moving on to everyone's favorite Gemini. So if you have a Mars in Gemini, if a Mars in Gemini, it's definitely a mental game. It's definitely like mental arousal because they're intellectual, they're cunning, and they're very persuasive. They love to talk you out of your panties, out of your drawers, out of whatever. They love to, through what they say, they love to paint a really great picture. Now, if they live up to it, that's another thing. But they love to create the sort of experience in your mind by what they tell you, how they communicate with you, and they really want to see that you're affected by what they're saying to you, and that's really how they give out their sexual energy. And based on their Venus is based on how they'll be pleased by it all. But it can be difficult when you're like entangled with a Mars and Gemini because you'll feel what they want to give to you. Now, if you receive that, it's really if you can keep up with the mind games. It's really fun for them. All right. Let's get in. It sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
Well, Carty, I couldn't remember what yours was. I think you had I think that you had a I cannot for life of me remember what I have it written down, but I'm not gonna pull it up right now. I can't remember what yours was.
I have mine already tuned up because I need to know.
I think yours was like conflicting. Yeah, you were a Virgo, Mars Virgo, and were you a Venus in Pisces?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you were like
chaos.
Yahtzee. I don't know what that is, but Yahtzee. Feels like you checked some boxes off there.
It's not Yahtzee. It's confliction.
It ain't Connect Four either, is it?
It's confliction.
It's chaos.
But
oh, that's what you thrive in.
My love life is chaotic and conflicted and confusion. Because logically, right, I know all these things. I have all these psychological things in my head, but But
people forget that like
toxicity.
Virgo can be while Virgo can be all of that, Virgo is still still emotion focused and not all brain focused. People just think that because it has logic and organization and its traits, that like it's just all matters of the brain. Like nah, like Virgo loves headiness and romance too, but with purpose. And loves to get swept away, loves to grow and all these things in love and in lust. But with Pisces in there, it will get a little bit chaotic and confusing.
I didn't ask for none of that.
You gotta take that up with your mom.
Oh, me and Regina already got beef is always on the menu for me and Regina. So
okay, so two more that we went over last time. We had Cancer. So Cancer, I chose the words diligent. Cancer is a mirror, and Cancer is very emotional, obviously. But by a mirror, it's like Cancer likes to give sexual energy based off of what it sees in you. So a lot of times you'll meet someone with a Mars and Cancer, and you wonder why they like all the same things you like in sex. It's not that they like all the same things; it's that they're mirroring you because they think that's how they want to please you by kind of giving you back to yourself. And in that, they can get lost and not actually find pleasure for themselves because they're too busy trying to please you. They're usually being taken advantage of in sex. And
so Sid, everyone in the chat, I think some people want to know how can they find out what their birth chart is. Facebook user, we cannot see who you are, unfortunately. Yeah. I feel like that might be Jazz, but I'm not sure.
Actually,
James, are you a Cancer sun or Cancer moon sign?
I have a little rubric that I brought with me that actually tells you where your Mars is. But basically, if you go to search any website for a birth chart, you don't even need the time of your birth to find your Mars because Mars stays in a sign for a good period of time. It doesn't change every hour or every day. So if you just go look it up based off your date of birth, and where you lived where you were born, you can find your Mars sign. Okay, so let's
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
go
trying to
ahead.
see if Jess can drop a link for the birth chart in the comments for you guys. But continue, Sid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you like drop, or even if you put like your month
She did
in.
it. So, guys, you can use that link to find out what your birth chart is. It'll show you what your sun sign is, your moon sign, your Mars, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, and then the last one I covered was Leo, which is interesting. A Mars in Leo, I chose the words dramatic, gratifying, and main character. So Leo and Mars are going to be looking for people that will allow them to show off and obviously be dramatic, but it's not all about pride. It's not all about it's just not the stereotypical thing of like, oh, I'm the belle of the ball. Like everything, all attention needs to be on me. It's more like naturally they're gonna want all attention to be on them, even if they don't want it. Does that make sense? I was saying before that like a Mars and Leo will be a person who's not even horny but will still have sex just because they know they'll be getting that sexual attention.
That's not like a man. He
Just
not
in general.
has sex just because. That's
I
not
really
right.
need y'all to stop this narrative. Like,
Fair.
Mars and Leo will pull out all the stops to not necessarily impress you. They'll pull out all the stops to impress themselves, and they want you to be impressed by that. And again, they are main character in the bedroom. Doesn't mean that you can't be main character along with them, as long as your character doesn't diminish their main character energy.
Shit.
Hmm.
All right, so to pick up where we left off and get into it a little bit more deep, we'll start with Mars and Virgo, which is our lovely host, Gina. And the words that I picked for Mars and Virgo is ambitious, ritualistic, and unsuspecting. Because so the unsuspecting part is the output of sexual energy that Virgo has. That sort of I want to be of service nature gives Mars and Virgo this like very large well of sexual energy and sexual variety because it knows that it wants to be of service to its partner.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of their partners don't suspect that the Mars and Virgo has that available for them. So it's not even like going to a fast food restaurant or anything. It's like going to a restaurant a la carte.
Mm-hmm.
That's what like Mars, and you'll be able to pick out every little ingredient you want on your plate, and they'll be willing to kind of serve it up for you.
Okay, so that means I'm willing to try pretty much anything.
Not anything. You're willing to try most things for your partner because you still have your own ambitions. Like as a Virgo, you still have your like Mars and Virgo, you still have your own ambitions that you want to reach sexually. And so if your partner's like wants like their frivolous wants, if that conflicts with your ambition sexually, your ambitions are going to win over their frivolous sexual like wants. So if you
character,
if you did well, that's Leo. If you desire like, ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, K-pop can get.
That's not bad. K-pop is delicious.
K-pop is delicious. Yeah, it's not cheap all the time. You know, it's not cheap for everybody.
What I'm saying. Well, so here's the thing. Like, I get perpetually bored, right? I have to constantly spice things up, do something different. Like, I get bored very easily, and that's been a huge problem for me in the past with my partners because for whatever reason, I've been with some men that are like prudish almost.
So when you feel like that, do you feel like when you have felt bored, do you feel like you were getting, excuse me, is that rain coming up? Making me belch. I'm sorry. So when you have felt that way, did you feel like your favorite sexual desires like being ignored?
Oh yeah, my desires were ignored because
Like your top ones though, like the ones that you were like
yeah,
really trying to. Okay,
yeah.
so that's why, because it's that ritualistic nature. Like Virgo thrives in being able to set forth a plan in their mind, like it's subconscious, like this is what I want for myself, this is what I want for my partner, I want to follow this plan, I want to do it well, I want to do it almost to perfection, and anything that distracts them from that, because they have such a large well, like, well, I already have a lot to offer, so I'm going to go on the path that allows me to reach my goals. So sometimes you will want to leave your partner for a better fit.
Well, yeah, that's typically what ended up happening. It wasn't just, I mean, obviously the reasons why I left them wasn't just sexual in nature,
Of course.
but it was a part of it. You know, sexually,
Yeah.
I was not being satisfied.
Yeah. If
And
you,
I'm willing to do like
if you're willing,
thinking,
you're
but
willing
I'm
to
like,
do it.
you're not willing to do and try and engage in a lot of things, and you looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm, you know.
And again, a Mars and Virgo will get caught up. Will get caught up in those situations a lot too, where like they're constantly giving to their partners, and they'll give chances. Like, okay, maybe you didn't give this back to me. Like, maybe I wasn't perfect enough, or maybe like I didn't get this right, or it's just like I'm gonna wait because I know I got it and I know I'm pleasing you. But then after a while, like nah, they're ready to move on because they got goals.
You got sexual ADHD.
And even now I have like a sex like bucket list of things that I want to do.
Very Mars and Virgo.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they were satisfied. I wasn't satisfied.
You were not. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, but sometimes of course, a relationship, like when you're in a relationship, is different because you have all these other factors that keep you there. But like, say if you were just in a soul, like sexual relationship with someone, a Mars and Virgo will continue to still have sex with that person until they won't just cut it off.
That's true.
They'll still keep having sex with that person until it can transition over into something else, or they can add on to what they already have.
Well, I'm weird in a way. Like I don't walk away from a relationship until I have exhausted all the possibilities. Like, all right, I try to fix it in any way, shape, or form I can.
But you're telling on your Venus when you say that too, because that Pisces is always dreaming up a new dream. Always wanting to explore that new dream. And they'll put that dream on the same person over and over. A different dream on the same person.
It's a deep pot, man. It's a deep pot.
It's a deep pot.
Okay. So the kink that I provided for Virgo. Oh yeah, that's fine. So I'm sorry because I have a lot on my paper here. My favorite kink for Mars and Virgo is role play if they want to have fun because they're really good at it. They're really good at committing to the role. It's something different. They have the capacity for it. So yeah, role play for sure. And that's where they can take charge too, because usually Mars and Virgo is like giving a little bit of sub energy, definitely like sub in charge energy. So
I like that.
If you like
sub in charge, I like that.
If your sub is a Mars and Virgo and is needing a little bit more like take charge energy in sex, offer them role play because that's where they'll take over.
You know, like you said, I've always
write that down, folks.
Okay, so moving on to Libra. The words that I chose for Libra is graceful. They're very synergetic and enchanting. So Mars in Libra doesn't remind me anything of Aries. The only thing it reminds me of with Aries is that they're not very worried about the completion of it all. They're just very focused on the experience of sex. Mars and Libra will spend a lot of time on pre-sex activities to get sex. They love the feeling of being sexually wanted, They like being pursued. Like they love you flirting with them. And they're going to keep creating an environment for you to do that. This is weird to say, but like a lot of like mistresses or like whatever have Mars in Libra energy.
No, wait, what?
I like it.
No, it's
So
weird.
basically, Mars and Libra makes a good side chick. Got it.
Wow.
No, for real.
Got
It's crazy to say because that's only in like monogamous situations, right? Or closed situations. But like if you are looking for like a unicorn or you want to add a more casual third to your whatever you got going on, or another, it doesn't have to be a third. It doesn't have to be a third. It could be a fourth, fifth, or sixth, especially if it's something a little bit more like touch and go. A Mars in Libra is really great for that because they'll create that very like loving environment for it. They'll give you a lot of space. Just continue to pursue them though. Continue to make them feel wanted and they'll provide the rest. As far as like that more, because people don't think about like people don't think about when they're going into like these group sex or like multi people situations that they think like, oh well, if they like this and if they like that, then that means that they're good enough for us. But one like factor that's really important is somebody who can create a welcoming atmosphere all the time. And all you have to do is like make them feel wanted. You don't have to necessarily like buy them expensive things. Like they'll do it for themselves.
Yeah, you said she a cheap hoe.
No. I ain't say they cheap now. No, I ain't say they cheap. Don't get it twisted because like because Libra like Mars and Libra loves luxury experiences, which is why they like the idea of more in the bedroom. They love to have excess.
The Libra sun signs, I feel like they generous with they genitals anyway.
They're generous with whatever they value. So if they value their sexual abilities, they're going to be generous with it because they want people to have a good experience with them. So
I ain't got a male or female Libra yet. There wasn't. I don't want to say a whore.
But if you ever met like,
I'll say it that way.
That's the word I want to use.
Not whore, but whore.
Generous.
It's just about that enchantment, really. Like whatever they value, they want others to have that as well. It's all fair play. It's all fair play with Libra energy. So if I got it, you gotta have. And if I got it and you got it, like that's fair. So no, like they don't want to necessarily be up in a situation where you don't got it and only they have it. Like that's not going to be very fun for Libra. They're not trying to help you get there. They want you to be there and they'll help you maintain it. They're not trying to like be in the struggle with you. And that's not saying that you won't meet a Libra who won't. There are Libras who will do it, but it's what they prefer. Like it's just what they prefer. Mars and Libra is fun.
So it is like that psychic scammer that be in the back of the beauty salons. They ask you questions about your life to get your dead grandmama social security number.
Nah. Nope.
Call me now.
Nope. I be offering too many free and low cost readings for that.
Sal, I think is that Libras are people pleasers.
They are people pleasers. They're pleasure.
But they're
like
shit crazy. Like they're bad shit crazy. I'm just saying.
So I think when I was here last time, I was talking about what I care about in astrology is maturation. So we always refer to the signs in their most matured state. We don't talk about the process of them maturing. Like when you're born, you don't come out the pussy like a full grown Virgo. You come out. I came out a baby Virgo. So all of the like less mature and the more negative sides of Virgo, like I had to grow out of that to become what I am now, and I'm still growing out of it. So you could meet a Libra that might be very crazy. They're probably just a little bit more unbalanced. They don't know how to become more balanced yet. They may veer to the extreme because they're really trying to get over to the other side. So like you'll see those things play out as people like get older. They change and become more of their sign.
Sal, I'm going to say a Libra because a Libra is an air sign. That's what
And
I'm.
I'm gonna say Tauruses aren't crazy. We're too grounded.
Tauruses is bad. Female Tauruses are batshit crazy.
I feel like if you're looking for craziness in the zodiac, you're going to be looking at Aquarius and maybe some Virgo because
Ha!
Aquarius and Virgo.
Guilty.
because
Oh, you want to put me on the screen, Jeff?
Lock her up. Lock her up.
oh, and please don't let me forget about Scorpio.
Darius, you were the first one. She did Aries first. She said that y'all ooh, I don't want to mess it up.
It's okay.
Darius said that I miss Aries.
Darius, tell us what are your favorite kinks, and I'm gonna see if like you're maturing into your Mars.
Oh, I could answer that for you because we just did it last week. Yep. Oh, I almost said something so disrespectful.
Wait, did she say they just did it last week? Like y'all actually together
Yes, she
did it?
And I'm like, yo,
what was
is
it?
there no pause? There no pause?
He was on.
Listen,
I almost said Miami, and I'm so sorry, but I'm from Philly, so that's my automatic response when you say something to me. I'm like, your mammy. Last
Get my pickles. Let me get my pickles. Where they at? I need a snack on that one.
He said it last week. We did breeding kink, and Darius's kink is yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn it!
I don't know how you grew out of that.
Big group.
I think you only grow out of a breeding kink if you have enough children.
Ooh, that's a bullet to bite there.
And he
I
said,
definitely grew out of it.
Peaceful and a little bit hot-headed. You're correct, Annie.
Actually, no, I didn't. I won't say I grew out of it. I got myself fixed so that I wouldn't have to.
There you go. You psych yourself out. That way you can still act like you're doing it, but
no, because
really
because the breeding kink has to do with the ability to breed in a way.
It's the actual
Yeah. It's like I'm breeding, yeah.
But Darius, I think she said earlier, like that you want to see if someone can keep up with you.
It's more about seeking a thrill. It's more about the relentless nature of it. So I'm not surprised that you like breeding kink. It's the relentless nature of getting to that point of breeding, and what that feels like, and not so much about. I'm not gonna say you don't care about the completion of your partner, because as you mature, Mars and Aries, you do care about the completion of your partner. But I wouldn't be surprised if like you trying to nut round after round after round.
He's just firing up in there.
Like literally shooting up every club on the block. And I wouldn't be surprised if like one night you like, yeah, damn girl, I came to you 5 times yesterday. I'm gonna go 10 today. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like that was your energy.
How much fucking protein is he eating?
Jesus.
Like God. That is ridiculous.
Man, face just be like, you got no color in his skin, he's just dry.
like what?
Darius said that's too close to home.
He like, yo, was you there?
Got like, dust on my dick coming so hard. So much,
Shooting air. It's crazy.
Said not
repeat shooter. Yeah. Repeat offender.
See, that's my problem.
We all said breeding kink last week though, to a degree.
Listen, we was on for 3 hours. That breeding kink.
Yeah, we was on a lot of shit.
Baby.
I wish I was there because that's mine.
That was one of them right there.
Okay.
The breeder.
So for Libra, to come back to Libra, easy. Now remember, like last month, I said when I talked about kinks, I was going to talk about entry level kinks. I was not going to talk about advanced level kinks because some people may not be there yet. So a kink, if you're a Mars and Libra and you haven't experienced threesomes, orgies, whatever, please go ahead and try, because I find that you will feel very fulfilled in your sexual output during those experiences. So being in any sort of sexual group situation, even if it's like you and one partner, and there are people with their partners and y'all all just with your partner together in a room, even that would be gratifying because you can bring forth that harmony and like that fair play. Well, I'm getting fucked, everybody's getting fucked. Like, so that was very like
that orgy life.
pleasing for you. It doesn't even have to be full on orgy, full on threesomes and all that stuff like that. Like,
Is Darius
anybody
from
see
Philly?
that? Just fell on the floor.
Is Darius from Philly? If Darius from Philly, I got a place for him to go. All right, cool. I got him. I'm gonna send him some.
Where he going?
Well, I'm not gonna say it on here because they not paying me to advertise.
What you scared?
But
Oh,
I got
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not paying me to advertise.
Tell
What you
me
scared
so,
of?
nigga.
I don't know. Use this, coupon code so and so. Lucy Podcast at the door. Get 10% off
No,
entry.
I'm gonna send them to my favorite swingers club.
Oh.
Darius, are you a swinger?
I mean, he may not.
Was
know
there
yet.
isn't Darius? Oh no, that was James. Who was the Mars and Aries?
That was Darius.
That was Darius? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curtis said, when the fuck is Miss Cleo going to get to the Scorpios?
I'm getting a
She
Scorpio.
is
I'm getting a
going
Scorpio
in
right
order.
now.
She going in order. She ain't skipping over nobody.
I just want to let the Mars and Libra know what they can do to
Yeah, girl, you go at
intensify
your
their
own
sex
pace.
life.
Don't let
Darius said,
Right,
anybody
thank
rush
you.
you.
wait,
Thank
Darius
you.
said my hidden kink is monster girls, but keep that quiet. What is a monster girl?
I don't know, but I'm gonna look.
I'm
it up.
gonna have to porn hub
Darius,
that one.
If he like it, I love it.
I want to know what a monster girl is. See, you needed to be on the
I'm
link.
gonna find out in like 5 seconds.
Listen,
It is.
if we came on this live with like horns and like fangs, and we were speaking in like a different language that like humans don't speak, like Darius would be turned on by that. That's a monster girl.
Okay.
I guess, child. Ain't that just cosplaying?
No, because like we're not actually
Oh,
monsters, but like
okay.
if we were like, that like green ogre chick that be showing up on like ads and
Shrek?
stuff.
Shrek?
Or like
necessarily Shrek, but
on those RPG games.
A vampire, werewolf,
Oh, like or even trolls or like
a troll,
octopus women or like,
the
so it's like
cube.
it's the
Okay.
harpies.
Oh, I'm a siren. Chris said Darius is turned on by his pulse.
There you go. After the succubuses and whatnot and tieflings.
And then monsterality, that's not a thing.
Why not?
It don't matter what the name is. All that matters is that Darius like
good old
it.
succubus. I'll fuck the shit out of succubus.
Okay.
I'm a succubus.
I wouldn't. I've had them in my life, and I'm cool.
You cool?
I got 3 kids by one. I'm good.
That's wild.
Well, look like succubus got you.
That's real. That's
Why you call her a succubus?
Succubus.
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna go into it on this public radio show.
No, that's actually really wild. Like a woman that gives off succubus energy and gives you 3 babies.
Bound to
Anyway,
her forever in
She
servitude.
gave us 3 babies. They're ours.
I understand.
Sure, whatever you say.
I understand.
Hey, Kiana
Okay,
Davis.
so
Who is Kiana Davis?
Okay, let's get into Mars and Scorpio. Somebody guess out.
That
Government?
succubus family.
Guess out.
Jesus.
Guess out. So I don't know what he in for. A sister or a cousin. All right, so it's Mars and Scorpio.
Oh, my bad. She in the chat. I thought he was putting somebody's name out there. My bad. Welcome, Kiana.
Curtis, if we ain't getting the
so
Mars
you're
and Scorpio, is blame the host if they keeping you waiting. Blame Gina. No, we didn't. We're not doing mental health today. We're doing sex.
He ain't come for no damn
Astrology.
That shit if you want to.
There's some good Minotaur slut books out there.
He ain't come for no damn mental health. He came for sex and astrology.
I'm shocked he even came for the astrology. He be running scared from anything.
He just really here to hear that Virgos is the best in bed. That's what he's trying to hear.
Once he realized that sex is actually like a spiritual exchange, can be a spell and all kind of witchcraft, He might even stop fucking.
He don't. Go ahead.
So Mars is Scorpio.
Go ahead.
Mars is Scorpio. My 3 words, very simple words: intense, creative, and risky. Scorpio energy has a lot to do with the death of things, the danger of things. Don't put him on the screen no more. So yeah, like Scorpio is very shadow energy, and so Mars in Scorpio is just very interesting because it gets pretty dark. You know, if you
Shut up and listen to what she's saying.
it gets really dark. Mars in Scorpio has a lot of calculated sexual energy. I wouldn't say like they're like evil masterminds behind sex, but they definitely can use sex for their evil plans.
Manipulation.
And sometimes, you know, being on the dark side can feel really good. Some other things that I said about them is that they do hold a lot of emotion. So it's more dangerous because there's emotion involved. They definitely, like Taurus, give that play between mental and emotional. But the thing is that Scorpio will hide the emotion but will really be like going off of it. Their emotions will be building in sexual situations, but they will hide it and really like lean on their more, I wouldn't say logical, but like if I'm doing this to you, then this means that, and that. Like it's very like mathematical. So it's like if I know I give her the best head tonight, she gonna leave her nigga tomorrow. Like that's like their mindset.
That's horrible.
That is like a lot of shit.
You out here headhunting.
That sounds so Taurus to me. I'm like, wait, that sounds normal.
That's that transaction nature.
That's not how we going into this. That's not what we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
My bad.
It's just more so that they're calculated about it. So it could be also that they want to avoid the person in a certain capacity after they have sex with them. So if I put the sex down on them like this, but I act like that before and after the fact, it'll create this type of situation. So they're just very like calculated in how they use their sex towards other people. It's very based on how they actually feel about you. So Mars in Scorpio can definitely hit it and quit it. One night stands is like, it can be very easy for them. One, they don't have to get emotionally invested, which is always the risk. If you are having consistent sex with a Mars and Scorpio, they emotionally want you in their life. They want you there. They love to feed off of your emotion as well. And they're going to give you a lot of emotion during sex. They will not be giving you no plain, I'm just going to like drill into her sex. They're going to be talking to you. They're going to tell you all kind of shit while you're having sex. They may tell you shit before and after sex too, to make you feel like, damn, this nigga must really love me. And he ain't even said the word. They know exactly how to get what they want out of sex and with sex. So if you are someone like who's like really good at discerning, like, and if you have like standards for how you want to be treated, like after sex, you can maybe avoid Mars and Scorpio. You may not fall for their calculations. You just have to be careful with them because they will feed on your emotions.
I checked Ty Scorpio. I don't know if she's in.
No, that has nothing to do with her Mars though.
Yeah,
okay.
And
Mars and Scorpio.
It's not all bad. Like it's not all bad. Like a mature Mars and Scorpio will be a great partner. Like no matter what type of dynamic they're entering into, because once they're focused in on one partner, they're going to be like constantly trying to figure out the best ways to provide you deep pleasure and how they can also get deep pleasure out of it. And it becomes like this endless, like it's like falling down a black hole of like good sex.
Darius is
like, she wants that. She knows how to get that deep pleasure.
Incubus.
There we go, succubus. That the plural of succubus is succubi?
Maybe. Maybe so. I'm a little conflicted on how I describe sex in Scorpio. I really don't like that people equate sex in Scorpio the way that they do, because you're just eliminating the good balance of like mental and emotional energy they put into sex or any connection at all.
Well, it depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
Is the intent, right? Because if the intention is malicious or manipulative, then it's not
It
good.
can get crazy, right?
You're right.
Yeah. It can get crazy. And you know another way that you kind of make like a Mars in Scorpio go a little crazy is if you shut them out. Once you let a Mars and Scorpio in, and especially because they know they found the way in. Like they're not like, oh, this person just opened up to me because I'm so no, like I found that opening and I went in there. That's how they feel. And so once you close them out and make them feel like they can't keep exploring, they can't pour their emotions into you, they can't fuck you the way they want to anymore. Like they gotta do it differently. Like or you shut them out of how you don't like what they do anymore, like that will hurt them. And so
that's their kryptonite.
it is their kryptonite
Clank, clank.
because they're already doing something risky in the first place. Like they're already doing something. If they know that they don't want to be with you and they're having sex with you, they're already being risky because they're more prone to fall in love with the people they're fucking more than other signs are anyway.
Really?
Depending on how they go in there.
They're not able to have just, you know what I mean?
They are, depending on how they go into it. So that's why like it's good to be emotionally compatible, like emotionally having like mutual emotional feelings. So if you know you just want sex, have sex with people who just want to have sex. If you want to have sex and camaraderie, you need to find good friends with benefits. If you want to have sex and have a long-term relationship, find a good long-term partner who's sexually compatible with you. Don't be a Mars and Scorpio thinking that like you can just do it without any plan, because you're gonna fuck around and fall in love with somebody, and then you're gonna have like 3 babies with a succubus. So it's like you gotta be
just like that.
Gotta be careful. Not to
That's
play you.
literally how it happens. That's literally how it happens. I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad. Like that's literally how it happens.
Jess, you back there sipping your tea, baby.
Like I literally just went over like my life story as far as like my kids are concerned. And over the last 20 years, yeah, it's been a lot. Been a lot going on. But,
I'm so sorry for you.
We hear them.
If it helps, you have a lot longer to go.
There could be many reasons why you don't have no kids, Curtis. Sal said, but what if you want somebody that's going to beat you up and leave bite marks on you, Sal?
All a nigga wants.
That would be a great Mars in Scorpio. So I was getting into the kink. So the kink is any danger play, knife play, anything that kind of pulls at either like that's physically dangerous or mentally dangerous.
What up, people? What up?
Hey, BK.
Look.
BK saucy. BK saucy. This nigga is in Chicago in a fucking wife beater. He is saucy.
Orange might be like that. The nigga saying for Nickelodeon.
Stop. What?
He's on guts.
Look, man, I had to mingle with. Look, it's so many white people coming up to the table and want to talk. I'm like, y'all, look, come on now. Work-related things.
I'm mad that BK was on here for 30 seconds and then Carty's like Nickelodeon. He trying to flame you before you even get settled.
I mean, you know what? This new Twitch sexual thing, I can go shirtless and show nipple now. You know.
First of all,
hey, orange is my favorite color.
Curtis, come at me with a knife if you want to. She said anything that's dangerous, thrill seeking. It doesn't have to be knife play.
Plus, it might.
That's what Sal wants.
Plus, it's not
clear.
you.
No, that's what Sal wants exactly.
Well, yeah, he wants like the gun to his head with one bullet in it and like gets, smacked in the face and pistol whipped.
But you have to be.
Sal and Chris said, "What's up, BK?
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, everybody?"
You have to be careful. That's okay.
Sorry.
We were waiting for you. We're not done yet. We still have a few more signs, so you can get plenty of input. So Curtis, it's not that you'll be the one getting the knife pointed at you, because it's Mars and it's about sexual output, you'll be the one wielding the knife.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
You'll be the diamond though.
You'll be
Oh,
the
no.
one seeking to provide the danger play for your partner.
Curtis do knife play? Oh my god.
See? Wow. Context. See? When you come late,
love
it's
it.
all the context. Like it's
No, that was perfect. Leave it right there.
See, I
Let's move
told
on
you.
to the next one.
Wants that crazy shit.
Move on to the next one.
Go with a Nerf gun.
I knew he. See, that's some Virgos. That's some Virgos.
Hell, dude.
Okay, so Sagittarius. Let's get into Sagittarius. And not Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
I don't see
Hey,
a
watch
difference.
your mouth.
I don't see a difference.
Sagittarius, they love to just have a good time. And
That's all we
sometimes
want.
they may leave behind a bit of destruction because they party too hard. But most of the time, a Sagittarius doesn't have any malicious intent behind what they're doing to you if they're mature.
That's right. Carty party this Saturday, y'all.
You know,
he is not mature.
if I was balling, I would fly to Philly just for this party.
BK, we be having a good time. Every time I go to Carty's parties, I don't remember a lot of shit the next day. That's all I'm saying.
I heard that Carty got a basement and that things happen in the basement.
All fun things.
in the basement.
I'll tell you, all fun things.
I need to visit this basement.
Just let me know if I need to bring condoms.
I think you should always.
You should
always bring. You should always bring the condom.
You can
but
bring
then
them.
you need a breeder, so maybe not. I don't know.
Are you gonna use
He
them?
just told you about his story, and you want him to still breathe.
He slipped.
7 children and a vasectomy. Like,
you got how many kids?
See, yo, I hate when I say this and I get that look. I have 7 children. No, the look you didn't look at BK just now. Yo, BK looked thoroughly confused. He looked thoroughly confused just now. He was like, "You have how many?"
I can't talk. Both of my grandfathers were hoes, so.
You never know what that look is that BK gave you. Though
I have multiple children with 4 baby moms. Just put it down.
But man, you gotta start with subs. You all
I'm not
good,
judging at all. I just feel for you. No, I feel for him. 4 baby mamas.
Yo, listen.
I feel for you.
2 of them I don't gotta talk to no more. They all
introduce to them.
Team no kids. I'm sorry.
But you know, I'm not
enjoy
even.
while it lasts. I tell everyone, kids
so
are the greatest things in the world.
Just
Just don't have any.
I'm trying to hold back so bad because that's such a Taurus trait. That's such a Taurus trait. Like, I know that it's weird to say this. Please take it with like a grain of salt, sort of. Take it shallowly. But like, it's such a Taurus trait to kind of have multiple like kids with multiple people, just in a way that Taurus likes to sort of like bring about wealth, and they're okay with excess because they're very like focused on wealth. They're very focused on like generational growth and so forth. So like naturally the Taurus will want to procreate because they will see building a bigger family as building a bigger opportunity for wealth in the world. Carrying on a legacy is like a big deal to Taurus. So even like with your Mars being in Taurus, how you like take action in the world would be to multiply. So if somebody give you some money and put it in your hand, the first thought is, how am I going to multiply it, not how I'm going to spend it. That's even a part of your Mars energy.
And increase your chances for your kids not to throw you in the home. Here we go.
No, that you got to have girl children for that. You got to have girls.
You got no girls?
No, I do. I have 4 girls.
There you go.
4 girls, 3 boys. But I'm just saying, no, it's not just having kids, because the boys, listen, me and my little brother, we already picked out the home and all of that. It's something, you know what I mean? Like, we like, listen, the best one on the East Coast. The best one on the East Coast. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care where. And if it's in DC, I gotta move to DC. Like, wherever it's at, I gotta move there. But I ain't gonna be the one wiping her ass. That ain't gonna be me.
Nope, me and my brother are both happy. My father's married.
Mother. Absolutely love my mother. And my mother has lived past my father and her husband after that. So listen, she's gonna be here for a minute, and I don't think that she's gonna be married when when she gets sick. I think they're gonna be dead already. So it's gonna be me and my little brother. Like, so yeah.
I know my girl's gonna take care of me.
Yeah,
Aw.
That's damn sure.
girls got me.
Oh,
I ain't
you
worried.
girl.
Mhm.
He's a really good dad. He's just the colorist.
All right, so getting back to Sagittarius.
Anyway, back to Sag. Sag life. Let's go. Sag season right now.
So Mars and Sagittarius, I picked 3 words: bold, non-committal, and daring, of course, because it's
That's crazy though.
You said
All those 3
non-committal.
words.
non-committal. So even if you're in a committed relationship, it's like not being totally committed to any sexual habits, sexual routines, sexual lifestyles, sexual norms. I don't like Sagittarius, like energy doesn't need to be committed to anything that is like sexual consistency to give pleasure. So it's like they could be really great in one position, but you'll find success like climaxing in another position with them as well. Like, just to give you like such a simple example, they can bring you to like completion multiple ways. So they're not gonna have like a one, oh yeah, he really put it down like a missionary. Like, no, like, oh, my nigga put it down every which way because they're not gonna be committed to like one way of like reaching like their pleasure.
Because it's boring.
And so and so one thing about Sagittarius, they do actually care about the ending of things. They want to find what will bring them the most excitement and then move on to the next thing, because they know that one thing is not going to bring them excitement. They're not very much into receiving excitement from the same thing over and over again. So being bold has to go along with that, because once you kind of complete everything in your comfort zone, you can either go up into really exciting, like dangerous territory, or you can go down into like depleting dangerous territory. Sagittarius wants to go up where it's more exciting. And they love to dare you to be daring with them. So they want partners that are willing to explore with them, or at least allow them to explore. So if you get a Mars in Sagittarius, it does not mean that they don't want to be committed to you. It does not mean that they can't be committed to you. If they are, they at least want you to try all the things with them.
Okay.
That's right. Hold my hand, girl, as we get into this freaky nasty shit.
And it's so and that's the thing, but like the Sagittarius energy is how can I call it? Like it's like cleansing in a way. It's like when it's not really meant to be an energy with a lot of impurities. So they don't want to have a lot of like weighed down emotional like trauma attached to the sexual energy that they put out. They're really not trying to build trauma in you after an experience with them. They really want to leave knowing that y'all have fun. So
leave on a good note. Leave you coming back for more.
Exactly.
That's right.
Traumatizing.
Oh, damn it.
Carty is traumatizing. I don't know what you're talking about.
In a good way.
It's only traumatizing based off of how you receive him. Because if you want something more than what he's putting out,
there's no positive trauma, Carty.
I was like, what's good trauma?
An experience that you want to live over again.
No, trauma that keeps you safe.
I don't want
to. I don't know why y'all be asking. Why y'all ask Carty questions when you know he gonna answer in light skin?
Touche. Darius said the interesting
or
thing
in positivity
is how there's a distinct difference between mature and immature version of the same signs. So very true, Darius, because I am now a almost mature Aquarius.
Childish.
See, I was about to say your mammies. I'm drinking. I don't. My filter is a little.
I'm still loving Steve Urkel with the Keyblade.
And I don't know your mom. Your mom ain't never did nothing to me. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I'll blame your sign. It's cool. You don't know better. You're immature. It's cool. It's all right.
Your mama should have swallowed you.
Where is the
Taylor's so
maturity?
random.
Where is the
Don't
maturity?
disagree with you.
Where is the maturity? Please.
Your mama should have swallowed you.
Please.
Like,
Where is
damn.
the
I feel that way for everybody. I mean, all we do is use.
Damn.
wait, what are you talking about? Wait, all who do is use.
Just humans in general.
Oh,
All we
okay.
do is just consume
Let's
stuff.
consume.
There's
Yeah.
too many of us.
Just consuming
Doing
kids.
too much.
Okay.
Swallow more cum, folks. There you go. That's the
It
message
prevents
for
breast
today.
cancer over a 10-year period.
Yeah, and get your protein and get your skin all nice and shiny and beautiful and nice skin today.
Like,
Very
Yeah,
healthy.
do all
Okay,
that.
so the kink for Sagittarius that I would
Yeah.
recommend.
Hey, we over here promoting swallowing now. Shit.
That's right. Just a unicorn, everybody.
Jizzy the unicorn.
She's a unicorn.
So I can't find a name. I can't find a name for this kink, but I can express the
fuck?
type of
How
experience.
bad is that? There's a name for every kink. There's nothing for me.
Mhm.
No, I'm saying I can't find I can't pinpoint a specific name that I feel is accurate, but I can describe the experience. So
All of them.
for a Mars and Sagittarius, if you want to give a sexual experience a try, find those things that you've never done before.
Mhm.
Because the first time experience is like what really drives like a Mars and Sagittarius like over their pleasure wall. They find great pleasure in doing something for the very first time.
Mm.
So maybe like put a list of 10 things and then like chase that in a week. That would be like mad exciting for a Mars.
You know what? I
I
actually
just read
have
that.
done this. So last year, I made a list of things I wanted to do sexually, and I think I got through a good bit of them. So it
And
has.
what would even like make that more intense is like set the list in intensity. Like so start with the easiest thing and the hardest at the bottom, and then try to set a pace for it. Like I'm gonna do these things in this amount of time because it gives that
That is going to be hard. I set the
that
bar
daring
high for
nature.
myself last year.
Well, what's the hardest 3 things on your sexual bucket list?
Yeah, what's the 3 things that's hard?
Well, you was there for one of them.
Who?
Gina seemed like she always be there.
Who, man?
Mhm.
Yeah,
She was there for Darius, now she there for Carty.
she held my hand through the experience. Well, not metaphorically.
Gina was there for me
not,
too.
Not physically.
Gina
I was like, I need to hear this. I was like, I need to hear this.
Gina was there for me too. She was. She
See,
was.
she be there. She be like
Okay.
the sex sherpa.
Huh? Oh, when the dick sucking contest?
She's a sex madam.
Right.
Because even there was this one.
At the
No,
club.
let me tell you. There was this one guy at this event that we were at,
What?
and I was like, Gina, and Gina was like, "Yeah, I already
You have to
had
watch
him.
other podcasts
You can
for
do that, girl."
one.
I'm sorry, Gina. I'm so
No, you can talk to it. I was just saying she talked over top of you. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Go
No,
ahead.
she wasn't apologizing for talking over you. She was apologizing for putting your shit in the street.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm so sorry.
She said, "Girl, I had him. You can have him. I had him already."
She
Like,
says,
yo, fuck that. I wish more women thought like you.
Hear you.
I wish more women thought like that.
For real.
I'm so sorry.
Because what?
I was about to say, damn, wait,
But
you
it was
held
more
his
so
hand
like-
while he got
it
his
was
dick
more-
sucked? What? I was like, wait a minute.
We're gonna talk about SiddeeQah's first. We could make it me later.
I'm louder than Sid because Sid has a soft, soothing voice, and I sound like a nigga
No, it's so erotic.
That's
I'm sorry, Chris.
really.
trying to hook me up.
I mean, I seen Sid get your little experience on too.
I did.
Sid was
Mhm.
trying to hook me up with this guy at the cuddle party.
Oh, I was.
And I
Yeah,
was
you was.
I was like, I did that already. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, but he was trying to run it back, and I wasn't trying.
He was spinning the block.
Yeah, I
Hey,
was.
you was like, it ain't 2023 yet.
I was good. I was good. I was going good on it. You know what I'm saying?
I could tell too. Like he just needed to exit.
That wasn't the first time though, Sid. That's because you don't know it wasn't the first time. Like he was trying.
It was more so like I was like, look, I'm not trying to do this. But I'm sure that like, you know, Gina could give you a better experience than I can because like, you know, she's the belle of this ball. She's been around this rodeo before. Like, I can't give you what you're looking for, type of thing. And Gina was like, no, baby. I've been there before. You can try. You could try it.
Oh shit!
And I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I will.
Spoken like a true bottom bitch. I'm like, I've been there before. I don't do those no more. Them girls around the corner do that for like $30. I'm above that now.
Carty needs right, Chris. Exactly. Stop the cat. You know what I'm saying? So, Chris, one of the wonderful things that I enjoy about your girlfriend is that she has a certain aesthetic, right? And sometimes when you have a certain aesthetic, that makes it very difficult.
Don't flip your hair like that.
No, seriously, it can sometimes make it difficult for women to be
Puppy Goo Goo.
Be friends with you.
You know Puppy Goo Goo? I'm sorry.
The same problem where sometimes it's difficult for me to have female friends because whatever perceived aesthetic I have. But me and Sid have never had that issue because we encounter the same problem.
We really do. We really do encounter the same problem.
We encounter the same problem. So that's why I have always liked Sid.
Because both of y'all got big titties. That's why. Big titty problems.
That's not.
I don't see an issue with that.
I don't.
It doesn't have anything to do with the titties per se. Hers.
Titties.
I'm sure they
probably
do.
Hard to find shirts.
My titties couldn't even make it in the camera.
I'm like 90%
Like,
sure.
I'm loving this chakra crystal in the cleavage right now.
That's because BK last week somebody came in the comments and was talking shit because my titties was out. So
what's wrong with that?
I needed all.
Oh no! Like, whoever she said was invalid because her titties was out.
Whoever that was, fuck you. We like titties over here, okay?
Yeah, he was a fucking asshole.
Well, Chris, let's be friends with me. That's all I'm gonna say on it.
I can't even see his comments.
He said, I'm on a hunt for Sid to have better friends. I said, allow Sid to be friends with me because she don't got to worry.
True. If you lay on the floor, she will block out the sun.
She ain't got to worry about me being a hating ass bitch. That's all I'm saying.
You be in your own lane. You don't come in my lane.
No, not at all.
And I don't come in yours.
And we take pictures together.
I'd rather just supply you with what you need.
It'll be a picture of pillows.
That's all I'm saying.
It's cute though, because the picture that me and Gina, like a couple pictures me and Gina do have, like our titties were tittying. Like they were like bouncing off each other in the pic.
They done grew since then, so now we gotta take new pics. I don't know.
I just want my face to be in the middle and y'all just squish me with them. Like
I'm not gonna get in line.
We can.
I'm trying to be in between of the, Wonder Twins activate with two.
I was going to
trying to be that. I'm trying to be that guy.
But also, it's like you. So I can't guarantee your safety. But I need her to have relationships.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
It's crazy that y'all hear like that Chris would type also.
Right, I think he's trying to change his ways with you. Look at him trying to put it himself.
Do you know that this show is called Unicorns?
Obviously means like monogamous. What?
Welcome to the anti-monogamy show.
Right.
Wholesome.
It's more like anything is more wholesome than anything.
We probably around these parts.
It's wholesome.
Wholesome, exactly.
We're wholesome. Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah, y'all added too many letters. Y'all added way too many letters.
Welcome to the show. This is what we talk about.
Especially how Chris and I met. Like it's not. There's nothing wholesome. It's everything wholesome about how we met.
And Chris, I think that
Chris, I'm gonna be honest.
I see it's a beautiful thing.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's a beautiful thing.
That sounds like selfishness. Like I'm gonna be honest. That sounds like selfishness. Like how you go from multiple to one. That's subtraction. How we like that? Yeah, that sounds like selfishness.
When you find the one, you find the one. That's just.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Y'all should share that with other people.
He found everything he needed in one person.
We'll share that
so then he can be monogamous and she don't have to be. That's how that works.
She agreed. She agreed.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't think she. Never mind. You're right. She did. Listen,
this is a show about
I'm not here.
unicorns. They can still
I'm
invite
not here to
unicorns
call out
in.
people's Freudian slip.
Actually,
I can still,
speaking about unicorns, BK, you missed it because I was saying that people with Mars and Libra make the perfect unicorns because they create a very synergetic environment for all that. Please treat
glue.
please treat it's best exactly. Please treat your Libras right.
because there's been a lot of Libra
please.
slander on Facebook
Wait,
lately.
hold on.
And I don't appreciate that.
I'm sorry. What was my kink again? I forgot. All of them.
So
I'm supposed to be doing everything. I forgot.
No, so the kink for Mars and Sagittarius is for. I didn't have like a name for it, but I was inviting you to try putting together a list of firsts that you've never done before and giving yourself a time period of how to getting
that's not a kink. That's just instructions.
Because I couldn't find I couldn't find that. But you don't have to do it with. You could do it with one person. You could do it alone. Like you could be alone. You could do it with one person. You can do it with multiple people. It doesn't matter. You figure out what's the first for you.
I don't know what else can I do alone.
The real
I would say artists out the way first.
How did Carty feel during the dick sucking contest? That's the real.
What contest was that? Who was the one that was invited?
Wait, pause. So you were in a contest and
who?
I was in a contest.
We had went out one night and then Carty ended up in a dick sucking contest, and I was watching. I didn't participate. I was just there.
Yeah, she was there. She was getting moral support.
Did you?
No, someone cheated. Someone had two girls at once. And that was like that won over the crowd. So I was like, that's fucking cheating.
I don't know if I call that cheating.
I mean, I won, and I mean, we all won.
Did you at least finish? It
wasn't enough time, but I was able to do that later. We were celebrating.
They had to play to the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she was there too.
It was like 30. It was like how many people? It was like at least 20 people in the contest all at once. It was just.
It was not 20. You're exaggerating.
No, because there were cheers. There were like I was 15.
10. Oh, if you count the men and the women, it was 20.
Well, yeah, that's what I was doing. It was like a musical chairs of just dick sucking. So they were all like in a circle.
That's how it was.
But they was like hopping dicks.
So
one person was.
One girl was sucking two people's dicks.
Yeah.
So she
won. She
was like, I saw anybody dick up in here. Come here, baby.
Oh nobody.
White boy.
Dick suck.
You know what? When I come to Philly, I need the VIP.
She was the loudest one, but she was whack though.
I bet.
Make sure you BK though. Be careful though when you come because coming to Philly is like it is.
He from Chicago. Yeah, he makes shit right this
I
second.
Philly a lot when I was in high school, so
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, be careful.
Go to the South Side and go to Gooey Louie's and get me a Philly cheesesteak.
Yes,
Gooey Louie's,
baby.
All right,
yes.
So,
okay.
Bill.
You know what's up, BK.
Yeah.
Gooey Louie's.
I'll take you. I'll take you when you come through. And Darius too. Since he already in Philly, you might as well just jump on the bandwagon. We just all go together.
I got it. I got to give Darius that info. I'm gonna give you the info too, Carty, because you can.
Me too.
Seven things on the list.
Which one is it though?
Pleasure Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, Pleasure Garden. I signed up for them, but I haven't gone there yet. So I got my pass.
So it's way more like the first time I've ever been there was like 2017. Matter of fact, like 2016. And it was like not very what's the word I want to use?
Not very black.
There you go.
Oh, black people.
There you go. But what I'm hearing now, I went to what's that? The Purple Orchard that's right outside. I went there a couple weeks ago. And when I looked at the crowd going in, I was like thoroughly impressed with the level of black people that was going. I was like, oh, all right, cool. This I gotta come back. You know what I mean? Because so I gotta go. Most people don't realize that Pleasure Garden actually has bedrooms in the building. You don't have to like go rent a hotel and all that. Like it's right there. It's everything right there.
Yeah, I go to Sinners Paradise, so that's all black owned for black folks.
Yeah, see, and I'm scared of that. I'm gonna be honest. It's on 62nd in Woodland. The fuck?
But
I mean, it is in Southwest though. But other than that,
it's problematic. First off, it's a bunch of I'm about to say something.
He about to go in.
I'm about to say something offensive. It's a bunch of people that live around there that don't wear deodorant. So I don't want to be in
I
a
know
building.
exactly.
I don't want to be in a building with these people that don't wear deodorant. So
It's not even the people from around it that be going there. This is a crazy thing.
Darius, is they attacking you because you said that's your original hood? Michelle said that's 2 blocks from me. And what was Chris say? Chris
When
said
Michelle come through, you might as well come to the party too.
Well, look, next
I'll
year,
be the first to tell you relationships where one person
Baby, please.
and one is poly don't have long life expectancies.
yeah, but
What would
I know
make
somebody.
you say something
What?
like that, Chris?
I know somebody that's in one. Like I know somebody that's in one.
I know
And,
somebody
yeah,
that's
I
in
mean,
one right now.
I think you're fine.
I think that people have to do what's best for
What's
them
best for them?
and
That's
what
it.
feels good.
Chris so
Yeah.
shady.
You do you, boo boo. You do you.
What he
Say,
say?
at the end of next year,
Saying
you know,
Chris shady.
y'all got a year
Nigga.
advance notice. Y'all got to
Good,
come to
wants
Chicago
to-
to the debauchery ball. Y'all have to come
When is it? What month is it?
every December.
Oh,
Wait, how was your That's the one that you got all the fancy shit for, right? So is that this week or next week?
Look at
That
his
was
smile.
last week.
Look at his smile.
I need to know how that shit went.
So
I'll be waiting for the
sidebar.
stories.
Sorry, sidebar. So it was at a church this year.
Wait, you had the debauchery ball.
That is
It was at a church.
horrible.
BK
church-
put a whole joint in there about
The
about
church
this.
literally like said generations of sinners and saints have always been welcomed in our walls. So we was like,
This is the spot for us.
They didn't really know what the party was about.
They knew what the party was about.
I love it.
They knew what the party was about. And like
You
I
know
said,
why?
They
each
gonna
year
take
it's at a
money
different
from sinners
location.
and saints. They gonna take
Did you
the
go
money
into the
from
basement?
whoever.
Did you go to the basement of that church?
No.
All right, I'm gonna tell you now. They probably got a cross of who's that? Paul upside down? St. Paul?
Probably.
That's St. Paul, right?
Probably
he's
got demon in the cage. It's probably some Vatican shit. It was one of them.
It's some
It was one of
Vatican
them
shit in the
old,
basement.
it was one of them old big churches of Chicago too. It was one of them cathedral Vatican looking motherfuckers. Okay.
Yeah, the organ is built into the building.
Yeah. It was one of them.
Shit.
Let me just tell you. But what I love about it the most is black people only.
Okay.
And you must wear all black as much or as little as you like. No phones. All phones are either left in your car or checked at the door.
Sounds
They have a photographer.
Feel the heat.
They have a photographer, and all pictures taken will be uploaded to the private Facebook group. And the more risque pictures, there's an app. They have their own app. And all the other pictures are uploaded on the app. There's a whole community on the app. People have profiles, state they orientations and their stats if they're single or not. Upload videos, pictures, and then throughout the year, everybody have their own little lifestyle parties throughout the year.
They do.
Yeah,
up in what's that? Lehigh County, like right above Berks County.
Berks County. They do it the black lifestyle community in Chicago. It's huge but small at the same time. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people in it, but everybody because you see everybody at the parties all the time. And then you have your people who do their stuff. Freakoween is always a thing. They literally rent out an entire floor at a hotel. Like, everybody that's there is on one floor.
That sounds like a Diddy freak off for real.
So like
the Diddy freak off.
Like everybody decorates their hotel room for Halloween, and people just be room hopping on the same floor. Like, nobody, the whole floor is for this guest only. It's a lot. Toga is awesome.
Kurt in the comments like, he about to submit a proposal right now.
Look, Toga is awesome. What I like about Toga is you pay one price, and most parties, food and drink is included. Except for debauchery ball, drink is not included. You got to pay for it. They got a bar. They got bartenders. You got to pay for that. But all the other lifestyle parties, food and drink is included. Some is BYOB. They provide juice, for your drink or whatever.
Do people really be eating at lifestyle party? Because I just...
Yes. You need the energy.
The food at Pleasure Garden.
You need to replenish.
Well, first off, one year it was catered by one of my homies. And listen, when I tell you the food at Pleasure Garden used to be the shit.
Like seafood Alfredo, and it's just like all them
That's
lactose
not
intolerant
sex
people.
food.
I'm talking about
when I went,
like
we had steak, pasta salad, chicken kebabs, shrimp,
Oh.
salad, flavored rice, salmon.
Like you
Like when I
burning a
take,
lot of energy. Like
like
you know
you
what I
burn
mean?
it, so
Like,
from
gotta
dancing
eat.
and fucking, you gotta
Yeah,
eat.
like you gotta eat.
Now,
That's a lot.
now let me tell you this: if it was a same sex party, trust me, there'd be no eating going on because nobody want to be a Picasso. But at the end of the day,
That's what I'm that.
if it's
Oh,
like
damn.
if it's like just a party where it's majority like straight motherfuckers, then yeah, you gonna eat. People gonna fuck. Like I ain't like this past toga. Yeah, people was fucking, getting their dick sucked and everything, and we was good and it was fun. And it's always house music because everybody gonna be in the mood. You drinking,
House
you
and
eat,
EDM.
and then next once the liquor and the weed and whatever other drugs you take hit, shit, people
Things are
get
coming
touchy.
out.
I feel like my strategy going to a party is like don't eat, because like if I do end up like passing out or whatever, like that's such a good like stroke for your ego. Like, damn, I really put this chick down. But really, like, no, I passed out from hunger. Like,
That's
but
how
like,
you feel. Wait,
but
And I got a friend. She rents out the hookahs at these parties, so she brings her hookahs and people rent hookahs and be smoking, and it's lit. Like I love the community here. Everybody knows each other. I go to the meet and greets. Please meet people at the bars. You never know who you find, who you fuck.
That's true.
Who invite you back to their place for a third. You never know. Like me and one of the hosts of the parties, me and him be on the anime tip like this. We be talking, and his woman, she fine as fuck. Oh my gosh, she fine.
We not do any cream-based sauces.
Do cream-based sauces.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, like, if I get a nut and I eat, I'm going to sleep.
You're definitely going to sleep.
Don't eat.
You lazy.
Just drink.
just give me
You lazy.
just give me water.
Give you the best I got.
Give me water.
They got
Give me
Red
water
Bull.
and juice.
Pepper
Give me water
Take a
and
nap.
juice.
Sleep.
Give me tequila and Red Bull and weed.
I mean, if I pay $50 a ticket, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I'm having a pasta bar on Saturday, but it's not a
And
lifestyle
some
party.
parties, literally, like as you
It
walk
might be
up,
pushing the edge of it, but
they give you.
Carty, I feel like all your parties are lifestyle
They
parties.
give you an
they're
edible.
not. It's
and a
not
shot at
my
the
fault.
door.
Folks hook up.
I mean, you take an edible and a shot when you
Whatever.
walk in the door, so you bound to get
It's
fucked
totally
up.
not my
Carty's
fault.
actually very wholesome. Like outside of his like light skin nature online. Like, in
That's
person,
that's part of the nature. You
Yeah,
can't
but
fault
in
that out.
person,
It's my
is
essence.
different.
I feel like
everyday life.
light skin get a bad rep. I'm like,
No. It's Carty's light skin. It's not everybody's light
I'm
skin.
special.
It's the beard.
He's from Dominica.
Okay, I don't want to like
My
leave
bad.
the other people hanging because
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
the Virgo
That's
in me
true.
is like
I'm sorry.
Just plan to come to Chicago in
to
December. I know it may be cold, but just come. It'd be worth it.
complete.
Liquor will warm me up.
I'm
All right,
glad that Basim caught what I said though. Like I feel like he understands me.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he understands me. All right, Capricorn. Mars and Capricorn, I put workaholic, fierce, self-control. So if you ever had a Mars and Mars and Capricorn, you might meet some controlling aspects because they might not yet be like mature enough to not try to control you. And they really want to control themselves. But once you meet like a really mature Mars and Capricorn, they are really willing to put your pleasure in front of theirs because it's like taking a Virgo's perfection and then putting like a work position behind it. So like when you have sex with a Mars and Capricorn, you're employing them as like your pleasure manager. So they're going to take it so seriously, like in a calculated way, not like Scorpio, where they're trying to like get what they want out of it, but more so like they genuinely want to create the list and this job description of how to like please you. And sometimes it's going to lack emotion because, when you go to work, you go to a job you don't like, but you still work 60 hours for them. The only emotion you got for them is probably stress. But like, so like Capricorn will stress themselves out to please, like once they're committed to you, obviously, once you employ them as like, oh yeah, you're my pleasure manager. Like that's how they are. And
manager. It's like a
yeah,
Indeed application.
That's how like is a sexual project manager. That's how Mars and Capricorn approaches sex. So
that doesn't sound fun.
That don't sound fun at all.
It don't sound.
It doesn't.
I'm too free for that.
I gotta turn it into work. Like what?
But that's the
I
thing.
got
Like,
I got this PowerPoint presentation.
you
I'm
don't
how
have
I'm
to
gonna
turn
play
it.
with you.
You don't have to turn it into work. They're trying to please you. So they're not going to turn it into work for you. Internally, they're turning it into work for themselves. That's their sexual output.
Oh, so they gotta like work hard.
They like to work hard. They like to work hard. So if there's anything that like you can do, like say you're a vagina having person and you can orgasm.
That's the way to say it.
Having person.
You're a vagina wielder. You're a person with a vagina.
A vagina bender.
Yeah,
vagina bender and vagina having is two things. Wait a minute.
Specify on this show.
Listen, I'm just trying to be inclusive. I'm trying to be inclusive. And say if like, you know, you can orgasm, you come all your ways that you can, whatever, but you just can't squirt. You just can't squirt with a partner. Capricorn, in their mind, they may not even tell you. They're going to be deploying every strategy to figure out how to make you squirt because they're your pleasure project manager. And again, sometimes it may seem
I think I like that now.
Some of the emotion might be missing because they're so wrapped up in their head about achieving that for you. But it will feel intense. Like for me, I'm not too like susceptible to Capricorn energy. It's too intense for me. Like I need you to loosen up a little bit. I might be a Virgo, but I need you to get off me a little bit, calm down, give me some emotion. But for some people, they really do like to see that overcommitment that Capricorn provides. So if you're talking about obsessive, they're just obsessive like in a very mental way. And they will control themselves. So like if you they will control themselves. I'm trying to think of like an example of like if you ask your Capricorn for something and they may really not want to do it, they will control their own like dislike and turn it into like just for you. And it's not in a Cancer way where they want to serve you. They're just focused on their job. They want to be successful at it. And I feel like they're just straight to the point. Like I don't have nothing more for Capricorn but a kink.
Well, if you don't squirt by Q4, you in trouble.
As sun signs, I really enjoy Capricorns, and I get along.
Capricorns.
I know.
I mean, that's actually a good name for them.
But I enjoy them, and we get along very well. I don't have any problems with Capricorns, like as far as the sun sign is concerned. And Curtis, with your bullshit, we talking about Aquariuses are not
right, girl? Yes,
Aquarius are very mature. The fact that you're not blocked from my chat is a sign.
Allegedly. So let me ask you this: is it best to just be straight up approach with Capricorns in that aspect? But hey, look, this is me. This is what I want.
Yes.
You down? No. You ready to put in
don't
20 hours of work?
Yes.
Don't experiment on me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes and no. Yes and no.
Male Capricorns. Yes.
Yes and no, because you don't want them to get hyper focused on what you say, because if you want to explore something more, yes, they will add it to their list, but they might end up getting too caught up on something they're already focused on, and it may be hard for you.
You just got to be great at manipulating, because that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
You don't have to be great. All I'm saying is like you
1, 2, 3 eyes on me. Hey.
You
balls.
Like, what are we talking about?
Wait, you as the person that's with the Capricorn, you can actually just take it more easy. You can take it more easy. Like you don't have to give them a list and nothing like that. Like you can take it easy. You can feel safe in their presence and like
the power
you can it's more being more suggestive. You don't really have to try to like convince them too much. No, you don't. You only have to really get in there and be aggressive with them when they're not listening. But a mature Capricorn won't listen. Like if they're not mature, they're not going to listen. But if they're mature, they're hanging on every word. And it could be sweet. Like I agree with Gina. So I have an experience where there was a guy who was a Capricorn and he also had a Mars in Capricorn. And I didn't like him at all, like not at all. but the way that he pursued me and listened to everything I said, and like he would like follow me on social media and see that I like things. He would show up where I lived. Not where I live. He would show up where I was going and would bring me like gifts and stuff that I would be talking about on social media. He would use my own words when talking to me. Like
I don't know if that's scary as
That sounds manipulative.
I don't know. Like what one of
that's I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like him. But I think that if he would have been more like, if he would have just been more communicative, like, I really see that you like these things, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, if we get there, would you be like, if he would talk to me about it instead of like trying to surprise me and show up and get like really intense about it. It got so bad. Like when I rejected him again for like the 15th time, he's like, are you sure you don't want to be with me? Because nobody knows me like I know. No one knows you like I know you. And I'm like, nigga, you don't know me.
I don't want to be with you after that.
Nigga, you don't know me.
Like, you don't know me. You know what I put on Facebook.
Right.
Now,
but I think it could have been different because I witnessed him with other people like as he's gotten older, and I can't say it's gotten better, but I feel like it has gotten a little better like as he's grown up, and it makes sense why someone could like him. Not me, but someone else.
I don't know. So I'm like, oh man, I wish I just had $50,000 just fall into my lap on my way to work today.
And like I'm definitely one of those girls. Like I love getting gifts like as a form of like flirtation or pursuing like
love language.
It is one of my top love languages. Buying me gifts. Like I'm very much like if you're free with your time with me, you can also be free with your money.
Listen, all the love language for me is all of them.
Yeah, it's all of them.
People are like pick ones, not all of them.
No, I like quality time with physical touch. I like being touched.
I mean, you have your top one, right? But I'm saying that I actually want all of them to some degree. I don't have that I can exclude. Like I need all of them in some capacity for me to be happy. That's just me.
You sound like a Libra. You sound like you like being balanced.
I do like being balanced, and I think that you need to give me a little bit of everything for me to be truly happy, right? One of my best friends is a Capricorn. Their sun sign. And like we've had a sexual relationship in the past. My problem with him is he's a little bit jealous at the time. And he has Virgo and him are very much the same, and like they think that they are like the end all be all.
Oh yes. They're
very much the same in their way.
Yes.
It's very weird.
You have to like it. You have to like that. Like you have to like that energy. Like it's not bad when it's done the right way. It's really not. Like if you want someone confident that actually knows how to like do what you need them to do. I'm getting like tongue tied. I'm sorry. You want someone like that's really committed to your pleasure and is intense about it, but if it gets too intense is when it becomes the problem. That can be jealousy, but it can also be like arrogance.
Yeah.
It could be like where they like lash out at you for when they feel incompetent, they'll lash out at you instead of lashing out on themselves or just taking a moment for themselves.
So they put the blame on other people.
Because they're already projecting so much energy towards you. So then like when they kind of burst, it also comes out towards you.
As an Aquarius, I have a really big energy, big ego, right? And I know that. And so I always, when I meet people, I always tell them like, you know, people are like, oh, I like this and I like that about you. And I was like, everybody like it until they don't. Because my personality is really, really big. So I need somebody who has a big personality as well so that they don't feel like I'm overshadowing. But a lot of times, men, I'm talking about men in particular, who have a big personality, they don't like it when they're...
You're an Aquarius, right?
Yeah, I'm Aquarius. They don't tend to like it when their woman has just as big of an ego or a presence as them.
The only men I know
right there.
Only men I know that can have that and compete with a female Aquarius, it's probably a male Leo.
Mm-hmm. Male Leos but you know what? I was with a male Leo, and my moon sign is a Leo, and my male Leo that I was with, he didn't
want you overshadowing him.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
I feel
Yeah, I
like
was about to say. Yeah,
Right.
I feel like every male Leo is.
Yeah, I could see it if the male, no matter if the guy, no matter his sun sign, actually had like Leo somewhere in his chart. Like if he Leo moon, something like that, he probably can deal with a bigger personality that's just as big as his, if not bigger.
But if he got a big personality, he ain't trying to compete with you.
Some people,
but I don't think it's a competition. That's the problem. Like most people, I don't look at it like
sometimes it's about
shining.
Sometimes it's about shining accurately. So if you're not shining in a way that's compatible with them or within what they want, it's going to become a problem for them. So it might not even be like your ego's the issue. It's just that your ego isn't egoing the way that they want it to.
Because every Leo I know gonna have their cake and eat it too. Like they gonna get there.
Because some men want you to shine, right? But they want you to shine as a accessory to them.
Yeah, anything
than them. Oh no, Sid, what happened
to you?
But that's what I have found. Like when my personality is too big and they feel as if it's overpowering them, or like their friends like me too much, and I don't mean in a sexual way, but just I'm not used to. I've been specifically told I am not used to my friends liking my significant other and wanting to have conversations with her and seeking her advice, and like I've been told that. Like I'm not used to that.
Niggas so
they didn't like that.
Insecure.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't get how people try to dull other people's happiness, and I don't know. Is it because
they feel good about themselves?
Right? Yeah. Are they not happy? Are they like
they just as small?
Jealous?
And they don't want to feel small.
Insecurity,
low
self-esteem.
We ain't got time for that.
That's a whole nother show. We'll talk about that.
That is a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show.
Mad that they can't do it. Like, yeah, it's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Being a woman, right? And I have, like I said before, I have a lot of brothers. So I have a lot of masculine energy too. And like a lot of men, when they initially meet me, they enjoy it. But eventually at some point they dislike it because they can't control me and manipulate me the way they may do some other women.
Couldn't see, goddammit.
They like I match their energy and they don't really like it. They like it at the beginning, especially with sex and stuff like that. But as we go further into the relationship,
because it doesn't go away, it kind of lingers.
Deeper into the relationship, the things that they love at the beginning, they end up disliking.
I actually think that's true about like most men who like with most women. Like I don't care what it is. Like a lot of times men will find a woman and it'll be like, you know, all the things they loved about her in the beginning. And then like, you know, as they then have to also consider and contend with all the shit they don't like about her. And that's when you look at it, it's like, yo, like you start weighing your options and you're like, all right, listen, I love this, 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 and this. But these other 6 things out of all 10 gotta go. And I'm not like, so yeah, I'm just not gonna be here for that. So I get it, but I'm not that person because I tend to like I'm a Taurus, rose colored glasses. I don't see the negative shit in the middle. I don't see the negative shit until I'm outside of the situation. And then I can look back with 20/20 vision and say, oh man, I had 20 different times that I should have left this with. But in the thick of it, it's like, no, babe, we gotta make this work.
I mean,
got the hindsight over there.
I honestly feel like it's just because I just challenge people's bullshit. Like if you used to being in a relationship where you could just lie to people and manipulate people
and get away with it,
and get away with it, and nobody challenges you, that's not going to work with me, especially because a lot of people hate, like, it's interesting at first, and then it tends to be like, okay, I'm reading you too much. I'm telling you your truth too much. Like, oh, you a psych nerd? Tell me this, tell me that. What you see about me? Boo, 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 right?
Why?
And so at the beginning, it's interesting.
Wants to be
But
therapized by somebody that close to them.
if I start clocking your tea, you don't like it.
See, that's what I think I like about being a Libra, because my Libra friends, we discuss this, like our toxic trait.
Yeah.
For Libras, like, we know everything. We just pretend we don't. We be so faking it, like, oh,
Right.
really? Like, I promise you, we already know the truth.
Right.
But we gonna act like we don't know the truth because right now we enjoying the sex, and we gonna see if you gonna be trustworthy enough to actually tell us the damn truth.
What? Oh man.
Like, that's our toxic trait. We know the truth. We just be like, oh, we play oblivious as fuck to everything, but we know everything.
That too. That's an air sign thing.
Like, we just
an air sign thing. Like, and when you start a hit dog or holler, so when you start hitting them dogs with their truth, they don't like that shit at all.
Then they get mad and try to blame you for it. They be so mad.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. This is my thing. This is what I see. This is what I see. You don't have to agree with it.
My gut never lies.
It
never lies.
Never. And also because I'm real honest about my toxic traits, right? I'll be like, I'm this, that, and the other thing. So I can be manipulative, and I can lie, and I can cheat, and I can do all those things. I choose not to. I try to engage in my higher self, but I can operate in my lower self. So when you are operating in your lower self, I see it. I see it because that was me. That was me, baby. So everything that you say to me,
been there, done that.
It's HD. It's HD for me, but I'm gonna let you lie to me. I'm gonna let you lie to me. But people don't like that. They don't like it.
I done clocked you. I done had somebody get mad at me and stop fucking with me because I knew somebody who saw them in the club doing some shit. I didn't even say what they was doing. I just said, hey, I heard you met such and such. You know, you ran to a mutual friend. They was like, oh, who? I said, yeah, such and such. They said they met you at this club. They instantly got mad. Instantly. I didn't even say what you did. I just said that I heard y'all ran into each other. I heard y'all finally met. Yada, yada, yada. I didn't say shit about you getting your dick sucked in the back of the club. But however, you kind of told yourself with your, oh, okay. All right. See? Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
I love being an air sign.
I do too. It's so weird because a lot of people hate Aquariuses, and a lot of people hate Libra. To a certain extent, I understand the hate for male Aquariuses because as much as I'm attracted to my same sign, I also understand that male Aquariuses tend to be liars and they tend to be cheaters. I understand it. Also, because I have a lot of male energy, at one point in time, I was a cheater. So I get it.
Wait, pause.
Oh, wait, whoa. Wait a goddamn minute. Hold up. Wait. So you're saying that in order to be a cheater, you got to have male energy?
That's what I think. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That's not what I said. I said
that
because
is what you said.
I'm an Aquarius. Wait, no. Aquarius men tend to be liars and cheaters. Because I'm an Aquarius and I have a lot of male energy, I understand because at one point in time I was a cheater. I got a lot of brothers. And I have a lot of male friends. And my male friends, if you talk to any of my male friends, they'll say I act like a nigga. I was taught to act a certain way by men. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't blame it on that. I think
at one point in time, I was a cheater. I'm gonna get you for you get me, nigga. I'm gonna get you. You get me.
I'm gonna just say I just saw
petty bastard.
That said it was a picture of the news.
Ask Carty. Carty know half of my damn brothers. So
look, I just saw a picture.
And then I'm gonna say something.
I was like, I just saw a picture on the news. Somebody took a picture of the news that said 50% of women have a backup man in place just in case the main one don't work out. And a woman reposted it and said more like 75% of women have a roster. And based off the women in my family and things that I know, when I say the women in my family are cheaters and friends that I have, every woman has a backup.
Not everyone.
That's 100%. And if they do, they're also fictional. That also counts, by the way.
As a woman, no.
They got fictional niggas in that
They got
line
a
too.
food nigga. They got a nail nigga. They got a hair nigga. They got a I need a ride nigga. They got a can I borrow some money nigga.
I say 50%. As a woman, knowing women, I wish a lot more women did have a plan B, but a lot of women be riding for dumbass niggas.
Okay, so outside of it, because I think that a lot of women don't even identify, like if we're speaking strictly straight, bisexual, pansexual people with men, whatever, like I don't even think that they're identifying these men as backups. They're just trying to create multiple providers in their life. The whole provider energy comes from men establishing that they needed to be providers.
Yo, daddy.
And then women are just upholding that status quo to remain safe within the patriarchy that we don't even really want to support. But do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yes, you have an eloquent way of saying it.
Every guy is like.
So as Carolyn said,
that's a backup.
AKA, go ahead, be Polly.
So here's my thing. And so at my big age now, right? I would rather just be with one person because I don't have energy for more than one person. And back in the day, if I was introduced to poly when I was younger, I probably would have been like, shit. I've been waiting for this all my life.
You would have still been popping niggas in the face, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. No doubt.
At my big age now, I don't have the energy for it. But I will say this: if I feel like I'm not secure and safe in my relationship, then yeah, I'm gonna line a nigga up. I'm gonna line somebody up. So when you fuck up, I'm gonna go to plan B. That's what I would say.
But instantly, automatically in the back of your head, you already have those 2, 3, 4 people. That's what BK was trying to say.
Certain women don't gotta try. Certain women don't gotta try. You can have A, B, C, D.
No one actually ever has to try. If you're a woman, they just there.
Don't have to try.
No, you think all women like that? I can honestly tell you, no. All women do not have a plan B.
I can honestly tell you that all women in their phone is a man that wants to fuck them. 100.
That's not
bull fucking
somebody
shit.
On Facebook Messenger or Facebook dating.
No, everybody doesn't have that privilege. Everyone does not. I'm promising you, everybody does not have that.
Show me one person who do. I tell them the motherfucking lie.
I know some pretty ass women that ain't had sex in 2 years.
Yeah, but that's by choice.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is not the same thing.
I have a friend who was on day 233.
I don't know what else is wrong with them, but I can assure you it ain't by choice.
And so
it is. Everything's choice.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I've been with some gorgeous women who sexually were horrible, so I can understand if a lot of niggas found that out, then it might be up for them. They might need to move, because the men in their area know better, and they like, you know what? I'm not wasting my time with this. Cool, but for the majority of women, I don't care what she look like. For the majority of women, there is at least 3 niggas in their phone and 10 niggas on their Facebook page that's willing to knock it down. And I mean knock it down, like knock the bottom out.
Because at the end of the day,
because they're too picky. I don't even want to say too picky. I don't want to say too picky because I feel like I'm telling them to settle. And I don't even want to tell nobody to settle.
Out here in these streets thirsty as hell. And
look, men have sex with look,
you seem like you are pandering for the penis. And I don't understand if you halfway attractive, why you can't get no dick, but you always out here on social media, promoting that you need some. I'm confused.
Well, because men have sex with who they can, women have sex with who they want. Okay, it's a difference.
Even that's a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Because so many women have sex with people they don't want to have sex with. They have sex for so many other reasons, and it makes it. People think that women have sex with men that they want. Some women will have sex with men that they know other women want.
Yes,
that too. The pettiness of it,
and sex with men that they want because they either don't have access to the men that they want, or that man's just not around. They haven't found the man that they want, but they don't want to not have sex. So they're going to have sex with what wants them and makes them feel wanted, or that they feel like passes the test. That's why you'll see like men out here who like really ain't it, but every woman want him. What explains that? Women ain't out here having sex with men.
I like to call them desperados. Chandra said they can't get dick because they're not honest with themselves or others about what they actually want. King of My World said, Tilt's glasses. Welcome Chandra, and welcome King of My World. My thing is, right, I was purposely single for 4 years. I had a maintenance person. Was he my top pick? No. But when the masturbation didn't work, I'll call him over to knock the, you know what I mean?
Masturbation be hitting, yo.
You had somebody who
does it. A lot of things. Listen, it's a lot of times that I was like, oh, I should do X, Y, and Z, and then I masturbated, and then I just had a sandwich and went to sleep. I did have a maintenance person. That's not the person I wanted to be in a relationship with, but he was good enough to come through and provide penis so that I could.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Y'all always have someone who's going to do it. Whether you want to or not, there's going to be somebody that's willing to provide those services for you.
Woman,
that's like a big guy.
That is every woman. It doesn't matter if the woman wants it or not. It's on the men's side that I will want you. Either or, if you want it or not, that person will be there for you.
Because as a man, I want to have sex with a lot of people, but I can't. I can only have sex with who allow me to have sex with them. As a woman, if you want to have sex with somebody, they going.
That's right.
I think that there's women that no matter what they look like, what their personality is, that there's always.
I'm sorry. Have you met a nigga before?
No, Ben's shaking his head. No,
I don't believe that. All right, so I do believe that there are men that fit that, right? There are men that will fuck anything. I get that. But the majority of men that I know have a lot of discernment in that. Like, it's not as simple as, I mean, you just anything that open its legs, you just dare. Like, that's not it. Like, for a lot of men, there's got to be some type of other stimulus. Like, you can't.
Yeah, if you're mature enough.
Yeah, like you're not just gonna run into it. So
20 years old anymore.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I'm 42 now, so for me, it's like, like nah, like this shit. But but again, I've been in. I'm speaking from a position of privilege. I have never been in a position to where as though I had to beg for pussy. Like, pussy has always been on my doorstep. So it's never been. So I'm speaking. I recognize that I'm speaking from a position of privilege. I'm gonna announce that part to the world. I get it, but I still don't believe that the majority of men will just fuck anything. I think that it's probably a good 35% that would probably. I mean, fuck a crackhead if given the chance. But
I think depending on the age group. Let's do age groups, because
all right, you're right. Anybody over 30, we dropping the percentage down to 35%.
Yeah.
Anybody that went to college while they were in college, unless they were like a super nerd, or I don't even know what to call them, like a pariah, a leper.
The nerds in my school.
That's what I'm like. I'm like, yo, it can't be a nerd. It can't be a nerd. It gotta be like a pariah, a leper, something like that. Something like a social like a social outcast. Maybe, but even them, like, they find a group and they find some pussy. Like, so it's one of those, like, it's like, wow. In what case? Like, in what case, in what age group, in my mind, did, besides like teenagers, and by the time, really, hell, most men by the time they hit 18 had their heart broken at least once. So at that point, if that doesn't give you discernment, like, what the fuck? It's no lesson to learn.
I feel like
and
it's
that's
just
why
to like really put something down on it like that. Like, I feel like I can never accurately say like men do this, because it's like it's too very. There's too many types of people. There's too many decisions being made. like based off of anything. Like I know women that'll have sex with you out of charity, just out of the fact that they're like, oh, I know you don't have sex.
I don't want charity sex.
I'm pity pussy
at all.
No, don't
pity
do
pussy.
No.
Pity pussy is dry, and no, I'm cool. I don't want pity pussy from a woman that I'm in a relationship with. Like, I'm good.
I think I'm speaking as a woman out not in her 20s anymore. I feel like we do have to take age groups into consideration, right? Once you get to a certain age, I do feel like you are a little bit more discerning. Chandra said, "No, not a squat pond. The fish will lick it. Most men aren't as disciplined and forward thinking as you're posting. They are.
My God, that's hilarious.
I hate you, Chad.
The perfect example is sir. Huh?
That's it.
You know what? Have Aquarius.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But I do feel like older men might be a little bit more discerning, a little bit more. And as far as sex, now attention.
Hopefully, I don't know.
Men are, regardless of age, will be very attention seeking, and I do feel like the older that men get, the more attention seeking that they get. They just want to know if they still got it, and so then they thirst trap and they attention seek, but they may not necessarily actually want to follow through with it, but they'll entertain a lot of bullshit to their detriment.
That's older men got time.
Yeah, I would say 55 and older.
They're gonna use both.
No, because they can't keep up.
Your midlife crisis years is when you start to falter back and falling for any old thing.
Keep up.
They got hymns and Bluetooth now, so
I feel like because we're getting closer to talking about Aquarius and Pisces, like the information is trying to be avoided.
Can we skip Pisces?
You said Mars.
No, we didn't skip them. All right, yeah, we can go. We can go right back to it. Our bad for the sidebar going so.
My bad. It's just,
I'm actually gonna be leaving soon, so.
Okay, go ahead. Finish.
I
said, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. So, because you leaving soon, go ahead. Yeah.
Because my work hours are almost over, so. All right.
We gotta do Pisces. Pisces broke my heart, so I have a really fuck them niggas.
Pisces had their heart broken by a Pisces.
It's like fuck them niggas.
Major Pisces.
But we talking about your Mars sign, not your sun sign.
Yeah, like I definitely understand that, and I'm I have a Pisces rising, so I like connect so well to Pisces.
I have Pisces moon, so
I understand. All right, Aquarius. So. My iPad died, so I don't know what words I use, but
Mars and Aquarius, just to be clear, because I'm Aquarius.
Our sexual output. Observant, unpredictable, and cerebral. So again, like that's that mental play with that sexual output going on. And observant is like, it's not observant in a way where they want to like act. Jess, you missed Gemini at the beginning.
You did Gemini.
She was smoking.
Go ahead.
Don't get
going.
Don't get Carty ready. He like, all right.
Gotta rewind back. Okay, so is observant but not yet.
Last episode.
Oh my God, no! The beginning of this.
No, beginning of this episode, girl.
Okay, so like not observant in a way for you to actually employ the things that you're observing onto the partner, but more so observing for your own pleasure. And also I know that I'm saying that Mars is your sexual output and what you give to other people, but it's also how you act during sex in a way, especially when you're not receiving. So you may want to observe your partner in and out of sexual situations and will apply it to sex. So one thing a Mars and Aquarius will do is like, if you did something that made them mad outside of sex, they're going to bring it into the sexual situation. If you made them happy outside of sex, they're going to bring it into it because it's like everything that they're kind of observing, they're like absorbing that energy of it And it's kind of carrying on, and they're sort of experimenting what to do with what you made them think, what you made them see, what you made them feel like. It's very much like a science project. You're going to observe, you're going to collect the data, you're going to experiment, you're going to come to your conclusion, you're going to question your conclusion, and you're going to do it all over again. And that's how like Aquarius treat sex. So for them, it needs to be fun, not as spontaneous as like a Sagittarius. It doesn't need to have thrill in it. It just needs to have something interesting that they can pay attention to. And unpredictable is because they're constantly trying to experiment with what they learned. Mm-hmm. So it's like I said, if you made your Aquarius mad like outside of sex and they bring it into the bedroom, you may get like some mad sex, right? The next time around, they're mad at you and you know they're mad at you and you know they put that energy into the sex. Don't expect them to like do it the same way. This time they might be super endearing and like trying to make it better and try to talk to you, or they actually might acknowledge like, oh, I'm mad, but I forgive you. Like, you don't know how they're going to actually react. Another reason like for that with Aquarius too, because Aquarius energy is very like far from the ground. They're understand, like they can understand, but actually applying the understanding to themselves is they're not the quickest at that. They're too busy trying to like run an experiment or figure out how this works in all these different ways. They're not really grounding themselves a lot during sex. So even if they understand something about sex, they may not like actually utilize it every time. So it can be really fun if you like variety, if you like spontaneity. Just know that it's more of a mental game for them though than it is about like the intensity of like your pleasure. It's not going to always be about you with an Aquarius. And sometimes like, well, Mars and Aquarius, and sometimes that can be fun too, because you don't want somebody to always hyper focus on like the thing that they're paying attention to about you. You want that sort of like that touch and go so that you can actually experiment too. So it's not bad. It's like it can be really good energy if you like someone who's experimenting on you, not 100% for your own pleasure, but for theirs as well. And lastly, like I said, it is cerebral, so it might be a little less emotional. But again, it's not without the fun. It doesn't come with the same heat or weight that other signs come with. It can be very light, which means it can be more fun. It can be even more shallow. You don't have to put a lot of emotion into it. You can just focus on the sex and having a good time with it with the Mars and Aquarius. Yeah. And my kink for them would be like maybe voyeurism. Easy peasy. Because like they are observing, but not only are they observing, they can like, you don't only have to just watch because you're just getting off seeing people having sex, but it's like you're also paying attention to the dynamics and how people are interacting with each other, how they're flirting, what their bodies are like, what their bodies look like when they move. Like, when I go back home, like I'm gonna arch my back a little bit more because I saw how deep that arch went.
I love being observant. Oh my God.
Okay, let me find out you was watching me and just putting your brain going on.
I love watching. Okay. Oh my God.
All I heard was gaslight them if you want angry sex. That's all I heard.
Example, I try to use something that was like more negative so you can see how they'll take that and bring it into their sexual.
That's what I want though. I want that like, energy.
I don't know if I want mad sex because it's like,
because I was about to say the first thing I thought was, then how do I keep bitch happy?
Sex.
Like that's it. How do I keep her happy? Like that's it.
That's the thing. Mars and Aquarius. The thing about even though Mars and Aquarius is not about receiving, you do need to think about someone's Mars when you're like their partner. So if you know that like they have a Mars and Aquarius, it's not about like, oh, how do I keep them happy? It's about checking in to make sure that they're keeping themselves happy.
Self-care.
They are very much people focused, and they do focus outwardly a lot. They don't always focus in on their own care. They focus more on their experimentation than they do on their own care during that process.
So you're saying they are more so people pleaser than self pleasing?
No, they're not people pleasing. They're more so like, what can I observe about people and bring it into my head, and what comes of that? What's the conclusions that I'm coming to? What am I learning about people? What am I learning about sex? How am I like applying it? That doesn't mean that they're caring for themselves. They're caring more about their experimentations than they are about themselves, than they are about you. We just hope in the process that they care about you and themselves.
Facebook user, we did Mars and Capricorn was like the first one that we did. So you're going to have to rewind the show, red ball it back to the beginning. If you are...
No, I was about to say, we just did Capricorn.
Yeah, we did
that.
We
just did it.
We literally just did Capricorn.
Probably about an hour ago, though.
Mars and Gemini.
Nah, it wasn't that long ago.
We just did Capricorn. Mars and Gemini was last month, so I did a little blurb in the beginning. Last bit about the kink with Aquarius, like with the voyeurism. It's also fun for Mars and Aquarius to actually set up the like situation for them to be a voyeur. So maybe they're the one setting up the party, they're setting up whatever it is.
They're
really
the planners.
Creating that setting so that they can experiment. Okay, and lastly, we have Pisces, which is like a biased favorite of mine. They are imaginative, intuitive, and they're very empathetic. Empathetic does not always mean that they're going to understand what you're going through. They just,
thank you for clearing that up.
I was going to say, I definitely smacked
you said empathetic. I'm like, yo, this chick ain't empathetic at all. But all right.
Because empathy is like a multi-step process, and a lot of times people know how to do the first one or two steps, which is like acknowledging the feeling that someone else feels. They don't take it all the way down to the being understanding of the person or creating a safe space for them. Like some people don't take empathy to the end, so it's easy to understand what a feeling may feel like, and Pisces are really good at that. So if you're sad, Pisces knows how to be sad 100%, 200%. And they're going to let you know, like, oh, I know what being sad feels like too.
Where?
And they
Pisces? Oh, no, they do. The victims? They are the victims of the astrology chart. Are you kidding me?
Victims.
Victims.
Are you victim shaming the astrology chart now?
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, oh, these niggas.
So you're gonna find the kink for Pisces very funny. But I think a lot of times we gotta remember mature Pisces, not so mature Pisces. A not so mature Pisces is gonna be very wild in emotion, all over the place.
It sounds like good sex.
Very perceptive of you because they're drowning literally in their own emotions. They can also drown in your emotions. They get so caught up in what you're going through. And
look at BK, he about to rip his dreads out. Yeah,
because she hitting it on the head. They
so
terrorists.
You want them to get to the other side of empathy. How they can barely breathe, and you're gonna notice it. You're gonna know.
I avoid them like the.
That sounds suffocating.
No, that's just what they're going through internally. That's not necessarily what they're.
Oh, that's not projecting. Okay.
Sometimes it is though. Sometimes.
I mean, why would you like pour yourself into my feelings?
They
like, why
project.
would you put yourself where I am just to be that way?
Because
they want to avoid their own.
Because they can. Do they want to avoid their own, or do they not have the capacity to actually
listen? When I called her emotionally immature, she was terribly offended. So I'm trying to use other words.
We just have
and everything was my fault, never theirs.
Never.
Do you have
two of them?
Damn. So like, move on.
Let's move on. I can't help you there.
Hey, it was the damn.
I'm sorry.
And my own mother.
I feel bad for Kevin Hart. Damn. I didn't mean that. Say it out loud.
Damn.
One thing fun you'll get with Pisces, because they are intuitive, and if they're willing to listen to what their intuition is telling them, you'll be surprised by how well they can please you without even knowing you or understanding. They can very much pick up on, oh, that's what make them feel good, because Pisces wants to actually live in the feel good. Again, they're all about being in the dream. They're all about being
like emo.
They're not
their
emo.
sex is A1. The sex is A1.
I was about to say, like,
the sex is A1. They just unstable.
That sounds good.
Yeah, like, and also what you'll get is a lot of creativity. So a lot of you, like Pisces, Mars and Pisces sex may be very nasty. Like,
like, ooh, I like nasty.
They'll take it there. If you can imagine it, Pisces has already imagined it. And they're willing to do it because they actually want to live out their imagination. They don't need to, they're not coming up with a plan for it. They're not thinking about it too much. They're just going to do it. So if they see, like, if you're like Carty, if you were with a Mars and Pisces and she saw you naked, bent over, and like your ass was a little open, she going to have all these ideas of what to do to it.
That's facts. That is
wait a minute. Hey,
that is
wait a minute.
And if she picks up on any inkling that you may want it, then I promise you the next moment y'all lay down.
Is the Pisces gonna take my booty hole? What is going on?
That's what it sounds like to me.
If she want to put that tongue in there, it's going in there.
How does that work with if your Pisces, if your Venus is in Pisces?
Is that a mature Pisces or immature Pisces? I don't know which one's which.
That's the freaky Pisces. That's
which one want my booty hole?
Both.
Both of them.
Carty!
So
Carty, you just take the finger in your butt.
Let me tell you.
And me being a Sag, you know,
really not that bad.
Everything once, right?
It's really not that bad.
Yeah, I tried everything once.
Once they hit that prostate.
Only once?
I seem quiet.
But if it went successfully, why would you only do it once?
I got nothing to say. I
ain't like it till you try it, and you know you move on.
Hey,
why can't you revisit something that's pleasurable?
I'm just saying.
That was just my example.
In a blue moon, we can circle back. I got a list. I gotta go through. Damn it, I got a list.
Wait,
okay.
I'm sorry.
What's the kink though, Sid?
I got about like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And it's not a very talked about kink, but it is a thing. It's actually therapy sex.
Ooh,
it works.
I
got nothing.
I want to know.
Yeah, so it's actually doing therapy through sex. And there's so many ways that you can employ therapy through sex, whether you want to do a sort of talk therapy, you want to do body therapy, movement therapy. So you can utilize any type of therapy, and all you have to do is add the action of sex onto it.
That's it.
I ain't like what you cooked last night. Yeah, I know it tasted nasty. Yeah, but you should try this next time. You know,
you really could have like a
you could have like let's say y'all had a disagreement earlier in the day, right? And like y'all emotions were high. You didn't feel like you were heard. She didn't feel like she was heard. In that moment, you can literally have that conversation.
Oh my God!
And everyone will be heard. And when I tell you,
I ain't gonna lie, they did that a lot.
And why is
just let it all out during sex? Like, all right, we're gonna just address this now.
For real. And it was
like, so the thing that you get to do with sex during therapy is the physicality. Like, you don't always, when you're like in therapy, unless it's a physical therapy, you're not always being physical. And a physical release during an emotional or mental release is so important. So something like sex, which means like 1, I trust you. 2, I feel safe with you. Like those are 2 really major points of therapy. So you get that in sex, plus you get the pleasure from it. You're being intimate and close. And then like you get a little bit of that risk factor too, which like excites you and thrills you because you don't know which way it's going to go, but you just know that you're doing it. And the reason why it's good to do with like a Pisces and not a Cancer, because the Cancer is more worried about like how you're thinking about them, and they're just really subservient to you, where the Pisces literally, once you're talking to them during therapy, they can imagine every side of what you're saying, and they're willing to receive you. they're not just gonna like, they're not just trying to take in what you're saying just to like figure out a solution. Like they will really make you feel like, oh, you're truly being received. I understand what you're saying.
So can we combine like CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, with like sex therapy?
You can combine CBT a little bit with sex. You just have to like collaborate on how you physically want that to go. But like a Mars and Pisces would actually be excited during that process of creating like that therapy. I can't remember what it's called, but like that therapy plan for you. They would be excited about it. But like art therapy and sex with the Pisces. Or just sex therapy.
Interesting.
Or like you don't take your time, but sex therapy is like feeling each feeling to your optimal ability.
Right.
Just like locking your mindset into everything that's happening. Focusing like, oh, their hands are on my hips. They're going at this pace. Like this is that wet. Like you're really like every detail, like, you know.
So that would work because CBT is like part of CBT is like practicing mindfulness. So
it's like taking it up a notch.
Right.
He's like taking this up a notch and hyper focusing in a healthy way. And so you can do that during sex. So if you have like body image issues and you're with a Mars and Pisces, you don't got to tell them like I'm insecure in therapy. It like, oh, I really don't like how my boobs look. And like spend extra time like, you know, on your breast and
do affirmations while you're touching the body parts.
Yeah.
Well, I could get very much into that. Yes.
Yeah. And it doesn't
I could get down with that.
Puppies and rainbows either. Like it can get nasty though too. Like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't. Oh, your breasts are so beautiful, my dear. Like
I'm not fucking.
Can't wait to
the beautiful twins.
Wait, we can do therapy and degradation kink in the same kink?
Yes.
I am in heaven. What?
Man.
So
that explains so much about them.
Mars.
Best sex ever.
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yes, no, we did.
Question.
I never would have thought about that at all, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I got a question. Before you go, what was the Libra kink?
Oh, it was group sex, obviously.
Oh, of course, yes. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you missed Libra, yeah.
Entry. It was
wait.
Of entry.
What was the Taurus kink? I don't think you said it.
The breeding?
That was last month. That was last month.
So I said the Taurus kink would be like financial domination.
That Pisces said that too.
You're crazy.
She said that Pisces.
And if you're not
like generational wealth.
No, she really she really did. She said that I was financially abusive, and I'm trying to figure out how, because at that point in time I didn't have a bank account. She did, and I got direct deposit. It went in her bank. How?
Yeah, and so
but go
ahead. In so many different ways. Like if you were a Mars and Taurus, it could be controlling that person's budget. You know, for some.
Take that shit back to the store.
But it also,
does you see the Amazon package and you lose your shit?
But it can also be literally like
he's nice.
not giving the not
for what?
Not them giving you money for them giving you money. It could be because like I'm trying to like explain, because there's so many ways like financial domination. But from the Mars standpoint, if you're not the one that wants to give the money and you want to receive the money, but your Mars is in Taurus, you just want to be the one controlling the money. That's the kink of it. You're the one controlling the money, whether you got it or they got it. You love the transactional aspect of it. You love that you know that they work hard for the money. You love that you know that you deserve the money, and they believe that too. Like all of those things play into that kink. It's not just about pay me for sex.
So by some is more so like I'll let you buy that shirt, but you gotta suck my dick first.
Right. How bad you want it, girl.
The Mars and Taurus like maybe would say that, but it's more like I'm gonna get that shirt for you because I know how well you suck dick.
That's
I
your
like how you just.
reward.
I like how you just spin that shit right there. Yeah, I like how you spin that shit real quick.
More like that.
Yeah.
Curtis is over here lying in the
Those
comments.
boots.
I'm sure.
Those boots are sitting right
I'm
there.
the
You're
most
absolutely
mentally
right.
and emotionally healthy. You don't even believe
That sounds like a cry for help if I heard one.
You don't even believe that.
I am going to leave so I can get home safely.
Go home, girl.
Sid,
You coming to the party Saturday? Coming.
Before you leave, please tell the people where they can find
you.
you.
Oh yeah, and all your info.
Yeah, I've already followed you on TikTok.
Oh, thank
Chris
you.
Put that in there. Yeah, Chris put that in there.
I'm about looking for it.
But
listen.
Ooh,
I like Chris.
The secretary.
I like Chris. Absolutely. Like he's doing just
that's
job.
the way you're supposed to support your woman. We approve, but also
100%.
want people to hear your voice say it because
Mars
this is
and
also an actual podcast. So
Chris is a Mars and Virgo, but he's also a Venus and Scorpio. So it's just like it's just a lot.
That's a whole lot of nothing. Oh my God.
Sid, tell the people
you need a hug, Sid.
Your voice where
no,
they can
I'm happy. So you can follow me at the Virgo Prodigy on Instagram. I think it's just Virgo Prodigy on TikTok. And you can follow me on Facebook if you want to, SiddeeQah Love. Basically I do a lot of anime, like 2D men simping, and I throw in some spirituality in there as well. So, and sometimes I show my boobies, but not like, not like naked. You gotta catch me in real life.
You coming to the party?
Also, Chris will kill you.
You coming?
I will be coming on Saturday, but I don't know if it's to the party.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Okay. All right.
Okay. This might be in the building.
Okay.
Okay, let me leave.
I ain't finna feel left out. I'm gonna make plans for Saturday too. Now what?
Shout out to Chris for supporting his woman.
That's how you do it. I need more alcohol.
What?
I do too. I haven't had any.
Tell you.
This is like whiskey and Coke.
I filled this water bottle up with the alcohol from work and brought it home.
I have been drinking the entire time. I don't normally drink, so this was very nice for me that I could just drink. I don't normally drink during the show. To be cool.
Oh, I was like, "What? How you deal with life?"
Because normally I had to moderate the show, but this time I could just relax. I didn't have to do an outline. I didn't have to, make sure I was keeping watch of the time or any of that stuff. Chris, thank you. We know we will never see you again unless Sid comes back, but thank you for coming. Right. Not Sid about to get power washed. Saturday, perhaps. Lucky Saturday. Her. Yeah. Mm-mm. See you, Chris.
I'll be there in spirit. Somebody
ooh, that's me.
Somebody, get on FaceTime and just, let me watch from
Carty. We are celebrating Carty's birthday this Saturday. If you are in Philly, please contact Carty. You can find him at the Carty Experience on IG. And if he deems you acceptable, he will give you his information so that you can.
That's right. You gotta screen check your ass.
Come to his home.
Yeah. The naughty Christmas party. Sounds like I need to be there.
Your choice is naughty or naughty. Yeah. I'm hoping that my dress comes in time. I ordered a dress.
Oh, you got a dress?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna show up.
Listen, I got a new pair of sneakers that I want to wear.
I got a bunch of red Fenty I ain't never wore yet.
Oh, damn.
I got. Hey, look. So let me tell you. I bought the red netted crop top.
Mm-hmm. I got a red netted crop top that I did not wear this summer at all. I don't know how that happened, but Carolyn got an adult this weekend, so she cannot come.
Oh, it was my fault. It's on her last minute, but I'll do last minute party. So
I got some.
You catch the next one.
It's this black owned brand that I follow on Instagram, and I got a pair. I had to pre-order these joints in order to get them. So I can't.
Okay.
I see Ty got an outfit, of course.
Of course, you know she gonna have an outfit.
Of course. Sal, too bad you ain't here in Philly because you would have a good time.
So look, next year, like I have the second annual 420 party, and then the fourth annual Cinco de Mayo party. So those are coming up next year. So be ready for those.
Curtis, you ain't giving out no presents.
The present is the
It's
nut.
my dick in a box.
Right, thank you.
Baby.
Listen, if vagina can be a present, then so can
Dick can be
penis.
a present.
I don't consider vagina to be a present.
A lot of
Thank
women.
Not
you.
vagina that I've had. Now, if it's
That
two
is
vaginas,
But
not a present. You have vanilla.
it's a year-round present that keeps on giving.
If-
Apparently,
No, only women who.
if you bring a second vagina with you, then it's a present.
that's a present.
But the first one that I had yesterday ain't a present.
But I bring a second woman, and it's not nothing like what?
All right, cool. Then great, yo, it's awesome that you're up here and all other women aren't. Like that's cool. Like I don't know what else.
At this point, I'm gonna need like 3 or 4.
Like
Make it special.
Carty.
Listen, I feel him.
Yeah, 4.
I want to be.
See what
I want to
happens.
be the bottom. I want to be the recipient of a reverse gangbang. I want to be one lucky guy.
Men. I've never had 2 men.
I have.
Go ahead,
awesome.
get that little Hawaiian roasted pig.
Yeah, you say here lying.
Eiffel Tower.
Lying. Tell the truth.
What?
I'm talking to their bald man in the comments.
Wow.
You telling a lie and you got the picture to prove it.
I was gonna say my first BlurCon was a threesome. First BlurCon.
I myself would like 2 men, but I have never had that.
It was me, a guy, and another girl. Me and her actually tag teamed him.
I love BlurCon.
Sal says Siren just wants to be treated like a Hawaiian roll. I don't know what that means. You
want to be buttered and baked?
Eat me up?
Hell yeah!
Why the hell not?
I'll take that.
Have you looking like Jizzle the unicorn afterwards.
I'm only doing it if we can do the Eiffel Tower.
High five, nigga.
High
That's
five.
right. Meet me up top.
Somebody I'm cool with. Like we gotta be.
High five, nigga.
Right?
So Bash, you are okay with 2 men?
Yeah, I would do it.
And you don't feel no type of way?
No.
Because a lot of men are like, I don't want to see no other man dick.
But I also walk around and
I kind of don't though.
The thing, I don't want to be cocky about it, but I walk around like I got the biggest dick in the room anyway. So for me, it's like whatever.
Oh, you got the biggest dick in the room anyway. Okay.
I didn't say I do. I said I walk around as if. So
I'm sorry. I heard what I wanted to hear.
Clearly.
I was like, that's not what he said.
But okay, I'll let you have it.
That's not what he said.
I just heard what I wanted to hear. My bad.
I don't see the issue in it. Like if you're comfortable with who you are, then what's wrong with having another man in the room?
That's it.
It's just like it's in the way.
What's in the way?
What's in the way? He's on the whole other side.
There are other holes. The only thing, unless y'all doing DP or
I just need just mine in the vicinity. It should just be good enough.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I like the DP videos I see.
We'll see. I don't know. But when I be in a club, it's like you right here, fam. Like get the fuck away from me.
And that's why that's another reason I won't go there because there's a whole set of bedrooms at the Pleasure Garden, bro. Like there are 34 bedrooms at the Pleasure Garden. Why am I standing next to a nigga that's fucking?
It's my fault because I was in a public area, but at the same time, bro, like
if I go to places like that, and I don't mind because I know I'm gonna be close and around other people. So, and at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with me.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just old now. Maybe that's when I was younger. I'd be cool with it.
I just accept it. Like if you're in that space at those type of parties, then it should just be like, it's gonna happen. So just be okay with it. Yeah.
Ty said you're being selfish.
So what? Let me be selfish.
And
give me all the pussy.
Said I had an MMF experience. I'm good. Like, bro, can you please move your penis? I'm trying to the others. You see, he's selfish as well.
I don't know. Me,
what's wrong with sharing?
Being mental and having
and that's why.
keeping that.
But that's also why I
sharing?
would want it to be like either a guy that I know, or somebody that I feel like we got a decent chemistry, so like we could just feed off each other. It'd be like it's like playing a pickup game of basketball. You know what I mean? Like that team they running through.
Couldn't be like
a pickup game of basketball.
Wait a minute, Bass.
Yeah, like think about it.
So you
think about it. Like basketball is a game. It's a game of chemistry. Like it's a game of chemistry and runs. Like, but if the team has decent chemistry, then the runs are going to naturally come, right?
Runs.
All right.
So
you and your homie cannot be on the same girl. You good with that?
Yeah. I can knock down the same girl, but it's just not my girl though.
Like
it's mine.
Yeah, like I don't know if I could be like I don't want to be friends with my meta.
Like I kiss her like every day. Like I can't no.
But
okay, so you don't want to be friends with your meta, but y'all can knock down the same girl. You and your homie can knock down the same girl as long as it's not your girl.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Alpha male shit.
Now, if it's my girl, now wait. But hold up. But wait. If it's my girl and that's what she wants, then it just got to be a stranger.
Somebody
that's even more dicey.
So let me ask y'all this: what if y'all homies ask y'all to be with him to knock down their girl?
That happened to me before.
Now you okay with it though, right?
I was alright.
Yeah.
He was the
coach.
He didn't even. He just.
That's the homie code. Like I can't knock down like my friend's girl. It's
with him.
Even if he says it's okay, it's like
with him.
If he asked me, if he called my phone and say, "Yo, Bass, I need you to do me a favor," I'm gonna do my man a favor. That's my guy. Like, what you mean?
I was like,
maybe because all my friends are married. Maybe that might be it. But
I don't care.
I got a friend from college that we Eskimo brothers about 6 times, 7 times.
Like,
you
know how
I ain't stretched for it. So
I think I'm Eskimo brothers with all of my friends.
All of them?
That's a good group of people right there.
Well, luckily I ain't in no fraternity.
All of my male, I think I'm Eskimo. I'm Eskimo brothers with if not all 90% of my male friends, and if I had to be honest, probably the 10-15% of my female friends.
Okay.
Better man than me.
I think it's just that my first BlurCon, that was the first for me that me and one of my female friends legit tag teamed the nigga, and he was okay with it because first me and him were flirting, and then she was like, "Well, I like the nigga too," and he was like, "All right, I'm down if she come too." And we was like, "Nigga, do you know who you talking to? We here."
Yeah, I see. Like, yeah, if it was a friend, yeah, but like I said, I'm not girl. But if it was a friend, I was like Gina hit me up like, "Hey, I need you to do something for me." I'm like, "All right, since you're a friend,
I'm gonna show up.
I'll show up."
That sound like you doing it out of pity. You doing it out of pity.
No, I'm not doing it out of pity. I'm doing it because I'm a friend.
He's doing
and
it's
need
obligation.
help.
It's the friend obligation. It's not
it's like, oh, you calling in that favor that you need.
Like, yeah,
and I owe you calling in that chip.
Tell you no.
You're such a good friend, Carty.
I know, and that's like, I'm a bastard for it though.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely wingman threesomes before because I was
Sagittarius too nice a guy.
And I ain't had shit else to do. I was that friend a lot of times. Like, hey, I'm trying to do this. You want to be the? I guess that's better than playing the game. Okay, all right.
This is better than what I'm currently doing.
Wait, it's better than 2K.
Like, I was like sipping. Let my weed come down a little bit. Give me about 2 hours. I gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? I do like.
I wish Dwight Howard would have given that guy that type of leeway.
I wish Dwight Howard would slide in my inbox. Like
listen, slide in his, see what happened.
I've done many of times, but Instagram got that new law now, that new rule. You can't message no more till they message back. So it's like, fuck you, IG.
I
messing up my game.
I've had a girlfriend. Like I've had girlfriends that was one of the reasons why I never had a threesome before, because it was always like I was interested in the girl, but I didn't want to fuck their boyfriend or their husband.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
and I think that's why I like having threesomes with bisexual guys more, because it's like the guy always end up being better than the woman, even though we like both giving it to her. Like after she leaves, it's just like, all right, now we gotta have our one-on-one.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
But maybe
like now we got the dead weight out the way, and let's really get down to business.
But maybe you just
that's fucking crazy, yo.
I'm crying.
Put baby in the corner somewhere. Shit.
Oh God. She was there being a pillow princess, and she said, "You gotta go."
I heard I'm crying.
And that's what you leave on after all this shit we said.
Because like, let me listen. Like, y'all have threesomes in the sense, like if it's like something like y'all had y'all threesome, whatever, and after that third person left, did y'all not have y'all one-on-one?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so you understand, like,
but yeah,
the energy was there. You just let it out.
Is like this, like, all right, I like the girl, but I like penetration. So after I had sex with the girl, then I want to be penetrated.
I like penetrating, but I like being penetrated more. Like that's just me. I'm sorry.
No, I'm the same. I want to be penetrated too. So
yeah.
It's like, all right, you ready to go, sis? Because
I gotta go and get this thing off real quick.
I'm gonna give you what you want right now, but what I want right now.
It's just two different experiences. Like women are very soft, and I enjoy all that, but then I need to be penetrated because Madame Laveau she's looking for something to constrict around. I'm always looking for the constriction, and so at the end of the day, I need to end with the penis. I gotta end with the penis.
Ironically enough, I've been approached by couples before, and ironically, it's always the guy that approaches me, never the woman. And I found that weird. Like,
why?
I don't.
It's always the guy that approached me because
the guy gotta leave.
No, but I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, the guy approaches. Like the one time, like my first couple experience. Honestly, I was at a gay club. However, it was for somebody's birthday. I don't go to gay bars and clubs like that. That's just not my scene. Mm-hmm. I'm not that type of guy. But I went for somebody's birthday. I was like, cool. His friend strayed with his girlfriend. But his friend got drunk. And we just happened to go to the bathroom. And yeah, it got weird a little bit. But it just turned out like his girl, she just automatically knew that he has bisexual tendencies when he get drunk.
Right.
And it just kind of like... He was fine, body, everything, perfect tens, everything like you could think of, amazing. And it was just like, you okay with this? And she was like, he happy. Oh, you ain't said shit but a word. You gave me the green light at that point. And she was like, and she was the one to be like, I just want to watch. She was that wife, now wife. She was that girlfriend. She just want to watch.
She got that upgrade.
Siren, I'm asking you. I'm asking because you're a woman, and I hear this about a lot of women. Do you watch a lot of gay porn? Do y'all really get turned on watching two men together?
I do. Yeah.
A lot of women watch gay porn.
I think it's sexy.
I wanted to know that too. It's a lot of women that watch gay porn, but it's a lot of men that watch gay porn too. Like as far as
it is as well.
Well, that would be me to them, so I would think that would be a thing too.
Yeah, like
straight porn does nothing for me at all.
It low key is starting to get boring. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I need at least 4 women and 1 guy in Lucy porn.
To be honest with you, if it's like involving penis and vagina now with porn, it has to be a male, female, bisexual threesome. Like, because it's like I grew up watching it. I grew up in porn, watching it all the time from behind the scenes. So it's like I'm tired of it.
I rarely ever watch porn, but if I do, it's either 2 women or 2 men. That's it. Like I don't have a desire.
I can't watch 2 women. Like I said, growing up seeing it.
I think that needs to be another episode. Maybe we could do like a porn episode.
I like titties.
Can we do a porn episode? Oh my god.
We could do a porn episode. Then we can do do a porn episode.
Oh my god!
But yeah, straight.
Everybody got to print out their search history.
Yeah, no.
Yep. Bring your top 5 websites. Top 5 websites.
You mind your motherfucking business.
I'm not printing out search history. However,
turn off your privacy mode.
I will throw some porn stars out there for y'all to look at.
Twitter. You can do top 5 porn stars.
Look, they all on Twitter.
Do that.
Okay.
I don't have like the top porn star. My own thing has always been like I could do it. Like I don't need to watch this shit. I could literally call somebody over here and have sex. So what am I watching this shit?
But I don't know. I have a fantasy. I do want to live out.
I don't feel that way. I will watch porn laying next to my partner.
I mean, I have, but I'm just like I could just fuck. Like
I legit invited people over to chill and drink and smoke, and I will cut porn on while we just chilling, and it'd just be like, I don't know,
like Dwight Howard did. Just turn it on.
Sal said my favorite category has to be mature ebony.
Well, every category has to be
very
black.
surprised coming from your
let's just say that.
I'm surprised there ain't no masochistic shit.
Everybody has to be black.
I'm gonna help y'all out with something else.
I'm
gonna help y'all out with something else. It's a site called tastyblacks.com.
Oh, that's old.
Oh, I remember that site.
It's
been around forever.
They corrugate basically all black and ebony porn. And so like even though you're searching on their site, it sends you to another site for that.
Because I ain't gonna lie, Pornhub been pissing me off with the you go into looking for the black and you go into a category and you see interracial and like this ain't black. I asked for black, not interracial. Like the fuck? Yeah, I'm trying to blend shit and force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Didn't.
Ghetto gaggers is old.
Ghetto gaggers. Wow.
I appreciate a good ghetto gaggers.
You like a sexy red? You like a Sukiana?
Yeah, not sexy red.
It's just a disrespected hood rat. Just to set things right.
Sexy red ruined it for all Delaware chicks.
If I had a choice between Suki and sexy,
all Delaware chicks is
Sukiana.
I like Sukiana, but after seeing that video
BBLs and
after seeing her like coming after the nigga was eating her pussy and she called him niggas and she 300 kicked that nigga off the bed after she came.
I thought that shit was so funny. She literally
was just like, he started look. She was coming. She like, oh, I'm coming, nigga. He started DJing that shit. And she 300
straight.
But he was laughing though. He was laughing at the end. So
and she 300 kicked that nigga off the bed. Yo,
she's just being asked for no fucking reason. Anyway, we on like hour 3 for second week in a row. We gotta stop this nonsense.
What's wrong with that? When we get in the movie,
we enjoying the conversation.
It's a flow, shit.
But
we did agree. We did agree to say porn to be a whole nother episode.
Oh my god!
We're gonna prepare for that.
A whole another episode for porn, 100%. BK, tell everyone where they can find you at.
All right, so look, y'all can find me on every platform at BKE for Life. That's TikTok, Twitch, IG. I do have a Facebook page. That's also Twitter, X. And you also can find me on Otaku Norse 2024. My cosplay is black calendar. Tomorrow, December 15th, is the last day to pre-order the calendar. Please use your promo code BKE for Life to get free shipping on all orders from the site. Remember, tomorrow is the last day to pre-order. I have the picture of me in the calendar. It's going to be epic. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Please go and get the calendar.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I saw that picture. I was like, I'm happy. Like I'm in a calendar now. I'm a calendar boy now.
Yes.
So look, that's my fourth publication.
You got to tell them yesterday's price is not today.
It's not today. Actually, that's my fourth publication with a fifth coming. So, I like it. Like, been Cosplay Magazine twice, Crunchyroll website for 28 Days of Black Cosplay earlier this year, and now I'm in the calendar for next year. In the fifth publication, it'll be a bio feature of me on the website. So, published cosplayer here. Thank God. I appreciate the support and love from the blurred community and HNIC and Unicorn Straight No Chaser. Like y'all are like the biggest blurred dope family that I met attending my first blurred con and just had my back ever since. So love y'all, appreciate y'all.
Aww, love you.
Like seriously, it was meant to be because like we kind of just did this on day one.
Yes. And Bass, please tell the people where they can find you at and include the information for your infamous group.
So again, that's Seen the Dream on all platforms. The Loose Leaf Pod will be coming to you guys soon, early 2024. The group is the Where the Wild Things Are group. That's the name of it on Facebook.
I love it.
Good group.
We kind of go ham in there a little bit. I had to bring in the reins a little bit because some things was getting out of hand. I let things get a little loose and had to bring the reins in a little bit, update the rules because the algorithms changed. So as the algorithms change, I will be updating the rules as to what you can and cannot post. Letting y'all know that now. I want the group to continuously grow. It took me 4 years to get to 1,000 people, and there's no reason that it should have taken that long. So now that I know the algorithm and how everything works, I'm taking more control over it and making sure that, the group is growing in the right direction.
Where the wild things are, y'all. Y'all go ahead and request.
It's definitely wild.
No.
And Light Skin, tell them, plug your party and tell them where they can find you at.
Of course, the Carty Experience right there on Instagram. Fucking follow me because I'm great and I am special. So go ahead and do that. Party this Saturday. Hit my DMs if you're in the Philadelphia or tri-state area. And if you want to come through, let's talk about it. It's gonna be a good time.
I am at Siren by Night on all platforms, at Siren by Night on Instagram, at Siren by Night on Facebook, at Siren_by Night on TikTok. Make sure that you are following me as well as Head Nurse in Charge at HNIC Network. We are coming into January 2024 is coming up. And also
went by so fast.
Aquarius birthday time, gang, me, Teppy, Janita, we are all, as y'all know her as Nina Renee. All the Aquarius birthdays are coming up, so definitely make sure y'all are following. Don't hate.
Hey, Courtney.
Make sure you are following us on all platforms. We got a lot of wonderful things coming up in 2024, so you don't want to miss out on any of those things, especially for HNIC Network. Make sure that you come and join us again on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nurse in Charge platforms. If you have missed any of our episodes, or if you want to run it back, you also can find us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. I like YouTube for watching replays, so you can red ball it back. As usual, if you have any suggestions, don't be afraid to DM us. Let us know. I do take suggestions. And like I said, this was an inside the box segment, but next week we will return back to our usual mental health and sex psychology. So we will see you next week. I think we are taking off the week of the 28th. That's the week. Take off, right? But we'll run a replay and then be back for January with some shenanigans, some debauchery.
New shit.
Yeah. So we will be back and let you know how the party went and all the shenanigans and who got pregnant and who had a plan B.
Because I'm trying to attend virtually, if that's an option.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Until then, y'all go watch our favorite porn and save it in your search history for when we do our porn episode.
I'm definitely getting on Twitter tonight.
Love y'all.
Let the koi fish. Oh my God.
If it's your first time, make sure you come back. And Sal said, everybody get a
Bring a friend.
Good night.